This time, on Highway Thru Hell,
That is crazy.
raging waters
The whole road is covered over.
and winter rains
Brutal.
threaten Jamie's yard.
That could devastate us.
A tough jackknife
I've got to get this trailer around.
tests Rick
We cannot damage the fuel tanks.
and Brandon.
Oh, there goes the bumper.
And Al
Ever watch Roy Rogers?
goes fishing
The Loch Ness Monster.
to stop a flood.
We're gonna stop that cable.
Did anybody get an update on Highway 1 from Hope to Chilliwack?
A soggy night in BC's Fraser Valley.
Raining hard here.
And a heavy winter downpour makes driving treacherous on the Trans-Canada Highway.
She's coming down good. Can't believe how hard it's raining here.
When the rain comes down, the roads get covered with puddles. It makes them very slippery.
The torrential rainstorm
The road's wet and it's really slick.
as truck driver Michelle Stevens
You have a mindset of anything's gonna happen.
watching for trouble.
It's Mother Nature. She'll throw it all at you. Wind, rain, fog, zero visibility, and you've got to be prepared for that.
Heading west into the valley,
Cops have the highway shut down Hammer Lane. 2 clicks before hurling.
traffic slows down for flashing lights.
A bad accident. You're down to the shoulder.
A small car is off the road.
Looks like it rolled over a few times.
The serious crash
They've already hauled it that way.
has police on scene.
As the vehicle was coming around the bend, it hit some standing water.
The lone occupant is en route to hospital.
It was bad news for the driver.
You know if the guy's all right? Don't know. They said Mission 20 was on the way.
Minutes away,
We're off to a rolled over vehicle, Highway 1 eastbound.
Mission Towing's Steve White
You never know what you're coming into until you get there.
has been dispatched by company owner Ken DeParent.
Steve's been around for quite a while with us. He's well experienced.
Yeah, just past that wreck. It's not pretty.
When Steve arrives, he gets his first look
Holy crap.
at the wreck.
Never like seeing stuff like this. Devastating.
I'm in shock.
There's not much left of this car.
I hope that guy's all right.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option.
Hey, what's going on here going west?
On Highway 1 in the Fraser Valley,
Bad accident.
a serious crash
Boy, you hit that tree hard. Ouch.
has Mission Towing
Oh, I'm not looking forward to this.
in the middle of a heavy rainstorm.
It's just like black ice. You can't see it, and away you go.
The driver hydroplaned across a pool of water,
The driver suffered some serious injuries.
then crawled out of the car before being rushed to hospital.
What do we got? There's nothing left of this car.
Now Steve White must remove the wreck
Surprised anybody lived out of it.
with junior operator Jordan Naylor.
I'm gonna winch it over to this way
Okay.
and then winch it up.
This is a bad one.
He's a young fella. He's out learning the ropes.
I mean, the whole car's actually bent. I've never seen that before. It's a mangled mess. It's definitely overwhelming.
Working off a deck truck,
Obviously, anything like this, you want to try to get it on his tires first, right?
Steve will use the recovery to train Jordan.
Show him a few pointers on how to do a rollover. Those ain't gonna cut it.
No?
Oh, need my big chain.
Steve's a great teacher. Seeing this is definitely an eye-opener for me.
The impact was so severe,
Grab the chain.
finding points to hook onto is difficult.
The damage is just beyond belief.
Yeah.
Fighting through the branches and the rain,
Wrap around suspension?
Yeah.
Steve locates 2 places to rig onto,
There we are.
but
Okay, just bring me the hook.
has only one line
Perfect.
to maneuver the wreck
All right.
out of the brush.
Top out of the way, we're gonna roll her. We hope.
With a flat deck, you have a single winch line on your truck.
It's good to go.
Racing to get off the rain-soaked highway,
Let's bring her over.
Steve takes the controls.
The idea is to guide it the right way.
And soon the car
Hey, watch yourself.
is on its wheels.
There we are.
To fast forward the recovery,
Okay, if I'm gonna pull it right up and out.
Steve hops in the truck to drag it out the rest of the way.
It feels good knowing the 2 of us were able to get this done quickly.
It's a job completed, a job well done.
You open Highway 1 yet? They're working on it.
But as the mission crew loads the mangled car,
It's been a while since I've seen a car this bad.
thoughts turn to the fate of the young male driver.
I've seen a lot, and not too many people walk away from something like this.
As Steve and Jordan roll out,
I really hope he's all right.
the driver's condition weighs heavy.
That car was really, really mangled.
The driver of this vehicle is in very serious condition, and we're all really hoping that the driver pulls through.
The next day, travelers from the valley to Hope
Yeah, it's all wet, Brady.
brace for another round of winter rain.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about cleaning your headlights down here.
On Highway 1,
You're dealing with washout hazard. It's something that always crosses your mind.
Jamie Davis is concerned about conditions closer to his mountain base.
It rains so hard here, it forms a river and sweeps everything in its path down. You're not living in flatland here. It's a mountain.
Oh my God.
2 years ago, heavy rains triggered a massive mudslide.
Highway 1's washed out.
The slide swept across Highway 1,
That's just wild.
burying a semi,
Can you imagine being in that truck?
cutting off traffic for days between Hope and the valley.
Never seen the highway like this before.
We live in a place where Mother Nature rules.
But today,
Every year or two, it starts to act up.
Jamie is wary of another potential disaster. His main yard is right beside the rising Skagit River.
Any flooding, it could take out the shop and everything with it. It's top of my mind what's going to be going on in that river.
At the yard,
Hey, how's it going?
Jamie checks in with lead mechanic Brian Rash.
Oh, okay.
The raging river is now less than 100 feet from Jamie's operation.
We're going to send Brian to have a look at what's going on upriver.
It's just crazy, right across the street from us. The amount of water coming down there is just unbelievable.
Joining Brian on the Scout
It's crazy up there. Oh, yeah.
is Jamie's Irish operator, Greg Mulligan.
The weather, it's been crazy. We get lots of rain in Ireland, but, you know, nothing as heavy as this.
A short drive up the road. Brian and Greg discover a massive washout.
That is crazy.
There's 40-foot trees that have been completely delimbed, debarked, and are laying out in the middle of what used to be the road.
See the carnage up there? Man, oh man. Woo.
Further upstream, the surging river reveals more devastation. And a second washout.
Holy!
That's pretty crazy.
That's completely taken out the road.
Good Lord! I've been here for 16 years. I have never seen it that bad here. Never.
Just the volume of it, it's nuts. The whole road is covered over. There must be about maybe 15 foot deep in debris.
The road has just been completely washed away. I've never seen anything like that before.
That's a hell of a lot of power.
Look at the size of those trees.
Now just a stone's throw from Jamie's yard. The swollen river shows no sign of slowing down.
Ah, that's insane.
That could devastate us. Everything could be gone in a minute in a flash flood.
It's crazy.
It just completely washed away the road, Brian.
In Hope, BC,
That is bloody insane.
a back road near Jamie's yard has disappeared.
The amount of rain we've been having, oh my God.
I've seen washouts, I've seen what they can do. I know what kind of power water's got.
And it's still coming down.
Brian and Greg
If you look at the size of the trees, it's moving down. It's crazy.
survey the devastation.
The Skagit River is raging. You know, it's a monster.
The river is less than 100 feet from Jamie's property.
Such a huge amount of water can flood us right out. It would devastate our whole shop.
With more wet weather in the forecast,
I don't think we're done yet either. I think there's more rain coming.
Jamie's crew can only keep watch on the rising water line.
My place could be the next place where the river runs through.
"300 miles northeast, in the BC interior,
What's it like rolling west out of Golden here?
No, they're saying snow. You can see it coming down the mountain, buddy.
it's a busy morning on a critical corridor
Just be careful.
outside Golden, BC.
The terrain there is pretty difficult.
Looks like she could be pretty friggin' slippery.
It's a very brutal environment.
Just after 11 a.m.,
Go westbound, you got a crash right ahead of you.
reports of a crash
Whereabouts?
It's about 17 kilometers out of Golden.
bring the Trans-Canada Highway
Oh, geez.
to a crawl.
Jackknifer.
A jackknifed semi has traffic down to one lane.
That's gonna suck to get him out.
I call Jamie Davis up.
Minutes later,
The roads are starting to snowpack up. They're getting icy.
new hire Rick Wood responds in HR 126.
It's a high-pressure situation. It's a big job. I'm here to represent Jamie.
We're running two places now, Hope and Golden. When I'm in Hope, I need to be able to count on a really good guy there.
Records just showed up on scene.
Rick arrives and soon discovers the job
How the heck did you do that?
is no ordinary jackknife.
The cab's so heavy.
Yeah.
Already on scene, authorities
See where the position of the culvert is?
Yeah.
walk Rick around the wreck.
I'm gonna have a look at this trailer.
But The most serious problem is at the front end.
It's in a deep ditch. It's jackknifed hard. There is a culvert there with running water through it.
It's going to be interesting.
The tractor trailer was heading north when it lost control, dropped into a deep hole, coming to a stop, jackknifed over the water culvert.
Northbound, you got lights coming behind you guys there. Thank you.
The driver
Is he all right?
climbed out of the cab unharmed.
It's very slick, and I lost control, hit the curb, and all of a sudden I started spinning. You know, I could see just flying things inside the truck. I totally thought, man, I'm gone.
How much weight do you have on?
59,000.
59? I was going to say 60 grand, so.
Water.
Okay.
It's bottled water. It's a full load, so truck and trailer probably about 112,000 pounds. It's going to be a good pull to get it around.
The water culvert and heavy load is a serious challenge for the 25-ton wrecker.
I don't know if I have enough power here to pull this thing out of where it is.
Is that traffic still alternating there by that accident?
Highway 1 is squeezed down to one lane, so Rick must work fast.
In Golden, this is the only road, east-west. There's no other way.
Oh,
Joining Rick
jeez.
is Jamie's stepson, Brandon.
I enjoy the recovery side. I love doing wrecks. So I'm really glad to come out and help.
Rick's first priority
What do you think?
is moving the wreck away from the road.
We have traffic officials on scene. They want to get this thing off the road without shutting the road down.
But to keep a lane open, Rick will have to pull the trailer.
But I think I'm going to come back over this way.
From a tough angle.
Hooking in the corner, so I'm more of a direct pull.
Yep.
Well, I don't know how much success I'm going to have without actually shutting the highway down.
Hook it on around the bumper on this side.
There's ice on the road, so we're hoping that this trailer will slide.
So we're gonna run that to here, yeah?
Yep.
Brandon helps rig.
There. Okay, that's good, Brandon.
Pull from the shoulder so we can keep traffic moving.
And Rick lines up HR 126. But as he starts to winch,
Come on, move.
the slick road and heavy load are working against him.
It's just pulling my truck backwards. We're outgunned. This angle is just too heavy for my truck.
Come on.
What's going on west of Golden?
In the BC interior on Highway 1,
You got an accident in front of you, clear driver.
Come on.
a slick highway and severe jackknife
I don't know why this thing's not cooperating with me.
has Rick losing ground.
This is not working.
Unable to block the highway.
I gotta be here.
The tight angle
But I'm not gonna get there.
is tough to overcome.
I'd like to be a little bit more straight on with the road, but by doing that, we're closing down the highway.
But with orders to keep one lane open
We're moving slowly.
on the main route through Golden,
If I can't do this, I gotta get another truck out here.
Rick and Brandon need backup.
Unbelievable, man.
It's more than what I can do. I need help to get this wreck out of here.
I'm gonna call Jamie and ask, hey, you see how this thing's in the ditch, eh?
I trust Rick. I trust his judgment.
This is not working the way I want it to.
Hopefully he's gonna get that job done.
Yep, but they want it out of here, out of here.
near Hope. Days of heavy rain have finally eased up.
So it's just basically wet. Feels good.
At the yard,
Well, I guess Sumas is flooded.
Well, it's been crazy the last
man, yeah.
Jamie Davis is relieved.
We're so lucky, man.
Across the road, the swollen Skagit River came close, but failed to crest its bank beside Jamie's operation.
It's a huge load off our mind. We're really, really lucky.
I'll race you to the bar.
But 60 miles west,
It's wet.
the torrential weather
See the water trailing across the road all over.
is still a threat.
Oh yeah, it's coming down real good.
We got work to do.
From his base in the Fraser Valley,
The good news is you can't get much wetter.
Al Quiring is on his way to a riverside town in trouble.
Today we're going to save local community of Fort Langley. We've got some pretty big rainfalls. The water is flowing with a vengeance. It's of concern to the people that live in the area.
Al winds his Kenworth
Seems kind of odd place for a big old wrecker.
through a quiet neighborhood
There we go.
and up a narrow access road to a pump station.
It's kind of a cool little place here.
The station is on a tributary of the Fraser River, controlling the flow of water to protect thousands of homes from flooding.
There's a lot of people that are relying on this one simple little pump station. It helps keep the water at a manageable level. It keeps the basements dry.
But today,
How you doing, fellas?
the pump station is in danger.
Yeah, logfish.
2 massive logs threaten to slip by protective pilings.
These logs can potentially get jammed up in the pump station, which could cause a failure.
Just 30 minutes south, across the U.S. border, flooding has devastated the town of Sumas, Washington. With water levels rising along the Fraser River,
Hey, you're gonna have to pull that all the way out there.
pump station supervisor Brad Hamill needs the logs removed.
Pretty critical to get him out of here.
And Al
So you just want to pull these ones out here?
has just the tool to do it.
I got it back in there, so watch your toes.
Backing up to the water,
That guy can drive, man.
Big Green is going fishing.
Using a wrecker, we can reach downstream several hundred feet to pull these logs out.
Al extends his boom, and an on-site crew will help with the recovery.
In this case, we have to have the township take care of the rigging because it's hard to be in the boat and run the winch at the same time. I should be all right skipping beside logs.
Al needs the crew
You guys ever watch Roy Rogers?
to lasso each log.
Wrap that cable up about 4 times, put it on, and then choke it.
Before he can wrangle them out of the water.
Cowboy wrap the logs and drag them ashore. If you guys come in and get your bow up against the front, you can use the current to hold you against the log. Well, these guys got a little bit of a fight ahead of them. Hopefully they had their pancakes this morning. There you go.
The first log is secured. Now it's up to Al.
You can only basically see one end of these logs, so the resistance is kind of an unknown. Just keep back in case something happens.
Okay.
Al's boom is fully extended to maximize lifting power.
Okay, get out of there.
This one doesn't jam in there.
the first catch of the day,
Starting to get pretty heavy.
is putting up a fight.
Pretty sure we're gonna snap that cable if I pull much harder. We gotta be careful.
Bear wet, heavy rain.
In BC's Fraser Valley,
Fraser River is pretty swollen.
I just hope it doesn't jam in there.
Al is in a race with rising waters
Starting to get pretty heavy.
and a fight with a 4,000-pound log.
Pretty sure we're gonna snap that cable if I pull much harder.
If the log escapes, it would be a disaster for a pump station 80 feet away.
If the log gets jammed up in that pump, it's gonna cause flooding to the local residents. I'm just gonna ease up a little bit.
Al adjusts his line to reel in the prized catch.
Here it comes. There we go.
And soon,
Okay.
Big Green
Little more.
hauls the log up onto the bank. Revealing its true size.
In the water, they move very easy. But on shore, you can really see that they're quite heavy.
Okay.
But the job is not over.
Now we're gonna go for the big alligator.
Another log, even larger, lurks in the water.
It's definitely waterlogged. They might weigh upwards 10 to 15,000 pounds.
The raft team rigs to the target. And Al runs a line
Yeah, we'll give you a bunch of slack there.
for a serious showdown.
We're gonna pull again there, guys. It might not come out easy.
Swamp River.
The crew paddle to safety.
It's a big log. I think it was way under the water.
Okay, here we go. Okay, watch out.
Oh man.
Little more.
And the massive timber
Oh, just like that.
is no match
Come on, baby.
for the powerful green machine.
The Loch Ness Monster. That's why we get the professionals to do this.
Downstream, the pump station is out of danger, and the community is safe from flooding.
Satisfactory. My family's business is not just based on highway towing.
Totally appreciate everything.
It's built in servicing the community.
Thanks.
So, you bet, thank you. It's a step back through my family's heritage to help our township.
Good job, boys.
So it's cool to do that. Yeah, you bet. Have yourself a good day. That's what good guys do, I guess. Okay, we're heading out.
They opened the road yet? They got single lane alternating.
Near Golden,
This, Murphy, smooth.
a tough recovery on the Trans-Canada Highway
I've got to get this frickin' trailer around.
is testing Rick and Brandon.
It's sitting in a real deep ditch, and the load is too heavy for me to move.
With Jamie in hope, Rick makes the call.
Hey, boss. Yeah, I'm trying to pull it sideways, load lined around through the back of the bumper.
And explains the situation to his new boss.
It's 59,000 pounds of water in the back of it.
Yeah.
I have to get another tow truck out here to help me.
We'll call him then.
Yep, okay, bye.
All right, bye. I'm happy with the decision Rick's making here,
Hopefully get the whole unit out in one, up onto the road.
and it's the right answer.
Earlier today, the semi's cab dropped into a deep culvert and jackknifed the trailer. 30 minutes later, a local wrecker is on scene.
We need a tow truck that has a longer reach capability.
And reaches out to the wreck.
It slides? Whoa!
With its sliding boom.
I've never seen that before. I've never seen a record.
You never seen a slider?
Nope.
That's an NRC slider, 35 ton. You got that extra
8 feet of reach.
That's cool.
He can move his boom into a better position to actually get it out of the ditch.
Rick points out the sensitive issue.
This is our biggest problem here. We got a waterway.
Down in the culvert is a hidden hazard.
We do have a creek bed underneath. We got fuel tanks. We don't want to rupture the tank and get fuel into the creek.
This waterway runs into the Columbia West River. If we puncture these fuel tanks, there's no way to stop this fuel from getting into the river.
This thing has to be dealt with properly. Anything else will lead to disaster.
We're gonna get her done right now.
For the first stage of the recovery, one line from HR 126 will act as an anchor, while 2 lines from the slider will lift the tractor away from the culvert, then straighten the semi.
Run line?
Here, I'll give you a hand. It's easier with 2 guys.
Brandon and Rick start to rig.
We're gonna have to get it going and take care of the situation.
You got those belts? We have both wreckers working together to make sure the truck all comes out in one piece.
But hooking up to the front of the wreck
I can help you rig up if you need extra hand.
poses a new problem.
The moose bumper's been compromised. It's bent. We have to go around the front of the truck, lift the truck up.
There's a lot of challenges to hooking up to this thing. The bumper's damaged on the front of the truck.
Rick and Brandon
Go underneath the spring, pull it right back through again.
work around the bad bumper
And then we just run it through underneath and up through here.
to solid points.
We were underneath the truck, hooking it up into the frame area where we can lift it.
That's right up over top. Okay, there you go.
With lines secured to the tractor,
Go ahead, I'm clear.
the extraction begins.
Watch yourself.
And all eyes
Just watch that, don't let go.
are locked on the fuel tanks.
We cannot have a big fuel spill happening here.
Let's go.
Oh, there goes the bumper.
It might hold and it might not. Hey! Hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it!
They were pulling a rig out of the ditch just east of the scale.
How's that tank look on that side?
Near Golden, BC,
Just watch that, don't let go.
a wreck above a water culvert
We cannot damage the fuel tanks.
is at a critical moment.
They need to do this without wrecking the tanks and without spilling fuel.
I'm responsible for it. I don't want to see a disaster happen.
The recovery
This side, your foot off the ground.
is in the hands of Rick
I'm gonna come around there and watch.
And I'll let you know on this side.
Yeah, okay.
and Brandon.
My main concern is if anything is leaking, first things first is alert everyone of that.
Watch those lines, eh?
Working with a local wrecker,
There you go.
the cab rises out of the deep hole.
We're lifting the truck straight up. The truck is twisting and getting hopefully back into its position where it should be.
Okay, we're right clear off the ground.
All right, let's get her out.
Give it another 2 feet and we're on the ledge.
Wow, look at that.
Okay, that's good.
The tractor is out of the culvert
Nicely done.
with the fuel tanks intact.
We didn't cause any sort of damage, no leaks.
Okay, hold it a sec.
Now working in the dark,
So let's see if I can do something now.
the job's not over.
We have it straightened out now, but the fuel tanks are still on the ground. We're not out of this yet.
What's the plan?
I'm gonna grab the front end, I'm gonna bring it right around to here.
And Highway 1
We got 1 lane traffic.
is still moving at a crawl.
The Golden area has heavy traffic volumes. The pressure's on us. Rick really needs to shine here right now.
Put it on the far one.
But no one knows how much more strain the cab can take.
It might tear the bumper off, but I don't know.
The bumper's mangled very badly. Hopefully, we can get it out of here without causing any more problems.
Back at the controls of HR 126, Rick starts to winch.
Suck it in a bit.
I'm keeping my eyes on it to make sure it doesn't slide into the ditch.
Perfect.
And Rick
I'm shocked that bumper hasn't come off of there yet.
gets it done. And the bumper
I was waiting for it to go flying over the top of the truck.
remains attached.
We have this thing out of the ditch, sitting on the road. Now it's a matter of getting it off the highway.
Rick moves the cab out of the way. And another tractor arrives
Hook up that trailer and get him out of here.
to haul the trailer away.
It feels like a win situation for us.
Rick's doing really well at this job, and we work really well together.
Appreciate your help. Have a good night, bud. Stay safe.
Brandon and Rick, they're doing a good job.
Ready to rock and roll here.
We're getting the results, and that's what matters here.
I am so waterlogged. I think I weigh 50 pounds more than I did when I started.
They're picking up the pylons and opening up the road there.
All right, I appreciate that. Thank you.
Safe travel. Wet hole through the canyon.
Back in Hope,
Where are you using port?
Fired up. Let's get going.
Jamie gets a late night call and fires up the 45-ton General.
After major rainfalls, things happen. There's always the mud and wet road conditions.
Look at that, the rain stops.
Heading west towards Chilliwack.
Fellow needs a recovery. Apparently he needs a winch out.
The job is up a dark and slippery road.
It's a curvy road. There's mud and weird angles.
Look at this corner here. It's a hairpin curve.
Jamie's been called in after another company couldn't get it done.
Another truck's been up here already trying to pull this guy out.
Half a mile up the road,
There he is.
Jamie arrives.
How are you?
I'm good, how are you?
What's happening?
Hauling furniture up the mountain, the driver caught an edge and is now in danger.
It's just like half a feet away from rollover.
Yeah.
The 10-ton truck is on the edge of an unpaved driveway and threatening to roll. On one side,
Stuck in the mud.
Okay.
the truck's tires
The driveway is extremely muddy.
are sinking.
It was just like inches away from the ditch.
I see that. I see that.
And the delivery crew
It was a bad choice, trying to go up.
has been waiting in the dark for hours.
It's Friday. I'm just waiting to go home.
How much weight do you think you have?
More than 2,000 pounds.
Okay.
The unit has some weight in it.
Jamie gets a closer look
So we can put a hook in here and here,
and comes up with a plan.
and then I'll pull the front end over like this, and then the back end over. Okay, I'll come up.
With 2 lines from the General, Jamie will rig to the truck's wheels and winch the unit sideways away from the edge. The tight space and unstable ground
We should put the brakes on and in gear.
is another reason to pull from the side.
Doing a tailboard pull and pulling that thing backwards could just settle into the point where it wants to flip. The only answer to this job here is really to do a full complete side pull by the wheels.
Jamie rigs heavy chains
The wheel's the strongest part.
to the truck's rims
The rims are made of good 3/8 metal.
and starts to winch.
It's at the edge where it could flip over.
I gotta be careful. Maybe. Yeah.
On a back road west of Hope,
I gotta be careful. There's lots of weight.
a truck on the brink
Even if something slips out.
is in the hands of Jamie Davis.
Maybe.
It's at the edge where it could flip over. We don't want that to happen.
Pulling from the side, Jamie tries to slide the delivery truck away from disaster.
You have to be careful about how much pull you put on either side.
Still not right. It's gotta be right.
Jamie pauses
I have to switch it the other way.
Okay.
to check if the rigging is still solid.
You don't want to get halfway through a pull and a chain comes off.
That's better.
Maybe the thing wobbles and goes over.
Okay, I think we're good.
With the anxious driver standing by,
Okay, here we go.
the truck
It's coming.
inches away from the muddy bank and onto solid ground.
That's magical.
Oh yeah, you good now, eh?
The customers are happy and we want them to be happy.
I can't believe it. It was like this for him.
And in the spirit of the season,
Okay, I'll undo it then.
Jamie has more good news for the customer.
I've enjoyed doing the job for them.
You know, I'll tell you what, today is lucky day. And no charge. Okay? That's Christmas present early.
Oh my God.
All right?
That's a shock. Thank you.
Yeah.
How about the good?
These guys seem to be really hardworking guys and had a bad day.
I want to hug you, man. Seriously. This in my life.
It's good vibrations once in a while.
See you, boys. Have a good night. All right. Take it easy.
With the delivery crew on their way,
That was fun.
Jamie walks away with a gift of his own.
I'm just feeling so great right now. I think they made me happier than I made them. I can't believe that he grabbed me and hugged me.
I'm having a great day.
After days of heavy rain, from Hope
At least it stopped raining down here for now.
to the Fraser Valley,
They're just cleaning up some of the crap up there.
washed out roads are under repair.
The road crews around here are awesome. They work all night long on these big rainstorms. And they're on top of it.
From a big storm to clear skies.
2 nights ago, during another downpour, a car hydroplaned off Highway 1. And the wreck was recovered by Mission Towing.
Not too many people walk away from something like this.
The young driver was rushed to hospital in grave condition.
We don't even know whether he's gonna make it.
Today, weeks after the crash,
Oh, really? Okay.
Ken DePerrin receives a welcome update.
We've had good news about this accident that happened on the freeway.
Back behind the wheel, 22-year-old Elijah John
When it happened, it was so scary.
is on the same highway that nearly claimed his life.
I was just shocked.
Now, after the miraculous survival, Elijah is about to become a father.
When the accident happened, my girlfriend was actually pregnant. So I can't even explain how grateful I feel.
This young fella, he's really lucky. When you find out that the person's made it, you feel good about it. And it just lifts everybody's spirits.
Despite it being a bump in the road, I'm glad I can still keep driving it.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell,
Holy crap.
Double Trouble.
It's done. She's rough.
2 wrecks.
This thing is mangled.
On 1 road.
It's gonna be a problem.
Test team reliable.
We ain't gonna be out of here before dark.
A beast of a load. Come on. Locks horns with Brian.
Oh, jeez.
And a nasty battle scar.
All right.
For Jamie.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
This time, on Highway Thru Hell.
Holy crap.
Double trouble.
It's done. She's rough.
2 wrecks.
This thing is mangled.
On 1 road.
It's gonna be a problem.
Test team reliable.
We ain't gonna be out of here before dark.
A beast of a load. Come on. Locks horns with Brian.
Oh, jeez.
And a nasty battle scar.
All right.
For Jamie.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
It's another night on the mountain. Green, green, and green. Merry Christmas, brother.
Near Hope, British Columbia. It's a wet start to the holiday season. But tonight,
How was the hill?
4,000 feet up on the Coquihalla Highway.
Some pretty big flakes falling.
The mountain pass is anything but merry.
This is definitely no holiday, that's for sure.
Near the Coke Summit,
That's a lot of snow.
Highway Supervisor Tom Agar is tracking the storm.
We're expecting 15 centimeters. So all the resources are out.
Just up the road, a loaded B train is stuck in a snowy pullout.
That's not good.
The driver unable to lift off.
Coming from Vancouver, and I'm going to Acme, Alberta.
That's a bad day when that happens.
I'm hauling grain, and I'm gross out at 63,000 pounds.
This is a big truck. That's a lot of weight.
Minutes later, a 30-ton wrecker from Jamie Davis Towing.
According to a couple of the drivers, it's nothing but a sheet of ice up there.
And mechanic Brian Rash are heading up the mountain.
I'm out of town right now, so I'm sending Brian up.
We're a little wound up.
It's Brian's first heavy job, working solo in the 30-ton Mack.
Usually, I maintain Jamie's fleet and keep all of Jamie's trucks running. Not today.
On the way, at the Box Canyon chain-up,
Jewelry required.
Brian makes an important stop.
Going up the Cope during a snowstorm, you need to chain up. Yeah.
Okay.
Minutes later,
Here comes my man right here. Oh, this isn't good.
Brian gets his first look
Yeah, nasty.
at the spun-out B train.
Let's see what we can do here.
It's a big truck, and there's quite a bit of snow on the ground.
Good evening. Bruce. Brian.
Blocking the pullout.
We'll do it.
Highway authorities want the fully loaded grain truck on its way.
Nerves are up.
But Brian can't do it alone.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you ready?
He'll need the driver's help.
It's a fully loaded Super B. He's maxed right out.
The biggest thing is to try and get him moving. Hopefully this is gonna work.
You know, tough job.
Okay, here we go.
Come on.
But underneath the snow,
Come on. Come on, baby.
the soft shoulder is working against them.
The Mac is scratching like mad.
Can't get enough traction.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, boy.
On the highway through hell, closure is not an option. On the coke, a loaded B train.
Come on, baby.
Stuck on soft ground. Is testing Jamie's top mechanic.
Can't get enough traction.
I'm having a hell of a time getting it moving.
Ain't happening.
Brian's first battle in the 30-ton Mac.
I've already dug a hole, as you can see.
Needs a new angle.
Even an experienced guy, he's going to have a tough time to do that job.
The driver's engine is overheating.
I don't want to hit you too hard with straight cable.
So the next attempt may be Brian's last.
A little bit on the nervous side.
Okay, let's give it a whirl.
I'm going to try the best I can.
Fighting the slick and soft ground.
Yeah, baby, come on. Hook up, hook.
The Mac starts to move. The 50-ton load.
Let's get it cleared and get it out of there.
Come on.
But as Brian merges into the live lane,
Yeah.
Can't slow anybody down.
he spots something in his mirrors.
We got somebody running.
The highway supervisor trying to get the driver's attention.
Your back brakes are on, eh? Nope. Oh yeah, they're stuck on.
The driver, you really couldn't see. One set of axles were dragging.
These are stuck on, eh?
It is?
Back one.
No wonder it was so hard.
The wheel's not turning. Make a whole bunch of difference.
They must be froze up out there.
The whole trailer, I think, is froze up on us.
Using a blowtorch, the driver thaws the air lines that feed the brakes.
Just got it on there.
And Brian applies some brute force.
Beating the drums.
Okay.
Then just all of a sudden they came loose.
You did a little heating. I did a little beating. See if we can get rolling. Hey. Okay, we're going to give her.
With everything rolling, Brian and the B train
Yeah, baby.
are on their way.
We managed to get it to the top of the hill.
Yeah. But Mac did her. Yes.
Despite a mountain of obstacles, Jamie's veteran mechanic
Nerves kind of relaxed a little bit.
pulls through.
It worked out really good.
It's nice to have Brian there, that I can rely on him. He did a great job. He walks the walk.
Not too bad for an old fart, eh?
The next day, on the north end of the Coke,
No fresh snow. It's actually beautiful up here.
The holiday freight runs
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
are at full throttle.
Is it busy up there? Nice and busy. Pretty slick. The top of the hill to Merritt.
But just after 10 a.m., 25 miles north of Merritt,
Bad accident.
a fully loaded transport
There's a jackknife truck. He's in good too.
has just crashed.
That guy went right into the rock wall. Blocking the entire road. Everybody's lined up and stopped here.
Minutes later, a reliable 50-ton wrecker
We're heading out near Lac Lejeune.
and crew supervisor Dylan Greenwood are en route.
Pretty icy out here. We're gonna see what we got once we get there.
You got the Christmas rush coming through. All it takes is one person to lose it a little bit and end up in the ditch.
Dylan arrives on scene.
It's a mangled mess, that's for sure.
It's a pretty bad jackknife. Ripped the cab right off the frame.
The driver is okay,
Let's go to work.
but the coke is anything but.
Not any movement northbound? Closed northbound.
With high volumes of holiday traffic,
Merry Christmas.
Now I have to get this trailer moved off the highway.
but minutes later,
I think we may have another one.
near the back of the lineup,
Two trucks got tangled up.
there's a second crash.
Holy crap.
Just 550 yards from Dylan's jackknife.
3 trucks, 3 times the work. That's a completely different beast.
Unfriggin' real. Any word on that accident?
On the coke,
They reopened it?
north of Merritt,
Long lineup.
2 major wrecks, minutes apart,
Holy crap.
have shut down all northbound traffic.
It's a mangled mess, that's for sure.
Dylan's on scene at a jackknife,
The road's completely closed.
and just 550 yards south in the lineup,
We have another one. Another one?
there's a second crash.
Two trucks got tangled up.
A 53-foot trailer and a tanker mixed up.
The sheet of ice when it happened.
Now there's 2 separate accident scenes.
Highway officials are counting on reliable towing.
I don't know what's going on with that one up there.
I think the whole side of the van skiddled.
Hopefully the tanker's good. I know those guys carry dangerous goods.
With another wrecker heading to the second scene, Dylan stays with the jackknife. And to get a lane open fast,
Straighten her out this way.
he'll do something unconventional.
See if we can pull it.
Bend the trailer, loaded with furniture, into the tractor.
Coming.
Beauty. That's not the most ideal situation, but priority number 1 is to clear the highway.
It's a quick fix.
They're letting us go through now slowly on a hammer lane. Fantastic.
But Dylan's recovery is far from over.
We just started to move.
En route to the second accident,
I got a call telling me there's been a bad wreck.
operator James Luke closes in.
It's safe to say that there's probably a pretty big mess.
Have fun, boys. Have fun.
We hardly ever have 2 wrecks this close together.
James steps out
Oh, man.
and discovers 2 rigs
This thing is mangled.
in rough shape.
So when I first arrived,
There was quite the odor. How do you like that? 100 years of winemaking, family winemaking. The odor turned out to be bottles of wine.
Approaching the long line of traffic, the wine truck failed to stop, sideswiped the tanker, ripping its own trailer wide open.
It's busted in half. The floor had actually, on the impact, broken away. The side of the trailer is ripped open. Not good news. That sucks.
But his first concern is the tanker.
These fenders are heavily damaged, bent and folded into the tires.
The rig is carrying 3,000 gallons of engine oil.
This is a potential hazard. Just thank God he didn't rip that tank open. We need to get it off the highway.
So James,
I'm gonna cut some stuff up.
Comes up with a shortcut to get the tanker out of the way.
Oh my God. I'm getting too old for this. I'm gonna cut the fenders off.
Taking a chop saw to bent metal.
There's one piece. Just huck it off to the side.
Within minutes, the tanker's wheels are free to roll.
We're gonna get this off the highway right now.
The tanker
just dropped the trailer at the Lac Lejeune. He's gonna get it off the road. Okay.
Can move ahead to a safe pullout.
And it feels good to get him to safety and just send him on his way.
But the other truck, loaded with wine,
it's a hell of a mess.
Won't be so easy.
I need an unload crew. We're gonna be here a very long time.
550 yards north.
Oops.
At the Jackknife.
It's not gonna be drivable.
Dylan has made enough room
One lane is open.
to keep traffic moving.
It's key to keep the hammer lane open.
But now,
I'm just gonna back up so I'm in position.
he has to finish the tough recovery
Gotta get sideways to it.
while keeping one lane open. With one line doubled up on the front of the trailer, Dylan will try to winch the wreck away from the rocks. But the tight angle
Seeing if I can get it to move.
will be a serious test.
This is a fully loaded trailer, so there's some good weight here.
And right away,
A little bit of pullback.
Dylan can see
It's gonna be a problem.
his plan won't work.
Give it a little tug to see how it would react. We're not able to get it moving.
Making a tough call.
I'll block the road and then drag it right out.
Dylan needs to close all lanes.
I just need to get myself across the highway so that I'm in the right position to pull on it. I'd rather not block a lane.
But it's the only way to get the wreck out of the ditch.
Highway 5 north goes now. Oh, great.
We got the optimum amount of pull. It's the only option.
With stronger rigging and a better angle, the semi begins to move.
We go at this accident scene like any other. One piece at a time. Keep going. Little bit. Needs me in the office. Perfect.
Finally,
Right there.
the trailer is on the road. But still caught in the ditch is the tractor.
The axles on the truck are in rough condition.
There's definitely no axles left.
Hopefully we can get this out in one piece.
Just south at the wine wreck, James Luke has his own sticky mess.
This trailer, it's no longer going on the road, as you can tell.
And a big offload ahead.
We're dealing with bottles of wine. 12 bottles per box, and there's thousands of them.
By 2 p.m., a transfer trailer
Just watch yourself, guys.
and more reliable crew arrive on scene.
So that's the trailer up there. We got to unload.
Yeah. Bring cheese and crackers? My biggest concern right now is to get this done during daylight. We got to try and get this done as fast as we can before we all become popsicle sticks and this wine goes bad.
James is about to get his first look inside.
I'm hoping that everything's still attached on pallets. Oh, look, we got alcohol.
The first 2 pallets are in good shape.
They're all wrapped up and stacked, and we could easily unload it with a forklift and a pallet jack.
But further in,
Oh, we're gonna have to hand bomb it.
bad news for Team Reliable.
There is a lot of cargo damaged. I think the first 2 pallets are the only ones that are probably still good. Not a good day. We ain't gonna be out of here before dark. There's no way in hell.
Anyone know if northbound is open? Yeah, it's closed.
On Highway 5, north of Merritt,
Who knows for how long?
Keep coming, keep coming.
Reliable Towing is in a race to clear 2 major wrecks
Merritt.
on the same stretch of road
Right there.
at the same time.
It's very rare. 1 wreck is a full-time job. 2, that's a completely different beast.
Oh, look, we got alcohol.
At the second crash site,
Oh,
James Luke has discovered hundreds of boxes of wine.
we're gonna have to hand bomb it.
Must be removed one at a time.
This trailer, unfortunately, is gonna have to be fully unloaded by hand.
Earlier today, the wine truck was torn open after crashing into a tanker truck. With a transfer trailer on scene,
I'm the guy who's in charge of the situation right now. Go for it about this much, okay?
James Luke leads the battle to salvage the $250,000 load.
We gotta move fast to save the wine. The wine is very expensive.
If exposed to the elements too long, the cargo could spoil.
Just remember, this whole entire load has got to go in that trailer. The pressure is on. Oh, Lord. It's gonna be a long night.
Up the road,
We're still waiting.
at the first wreck,
The tractor may see some shop hours.
Definitely.
Dylan's final task is the crushed cab.
Bringing this thing back up onto the highway, you want to keep it in one piece.
Adding to the pressure,
Here.
the highway remains closed for the recovery.
Highways departments and maintenance contractors like you to keep the highway open as much as possible. It's more stressful.
Keep going.
But in the final pull,
Coming.
Dylan catches a break. The slick road works in his favor.
Good there. I'm just gonna back up on an angle here and just push that cab over on that thing.
The wreck is on the road, but the cab is in no condition to be towed away.
See if I can line it up so I can tow it.
Using the hydraulic underlift,
Watch yourself. Open that sleeper back up.
Dylan realigns the back end of the tractor.
Nothing's gonna save that tractor, so.
Now Reliable's lead operator
Just gotta pick it up from the front and I'll be able to pull it out.
can take away the tractor and return for the trailer.
It's good to get this thing cleared off the highway and get it done.
We're hustling.
550 yards south.
We still got some more to go.
The offload of hundreds of boxes of wine pours into the evening.
It's pretty exhausting work.
But just after sundown, a surprise helper shows up for the last push.
I'm done my job. No, James needs a hand. What's going on? Came here to do all the hard work. On a day like this, everybody's got to pitch in.
Okay, so we'll slide that out of the way for now. Whoa.
By 9 p.m., the offload is complete.
We got all the wine off the trailer.
And the high-value cargo is on its way.
Ready?
Team Reliable tackles double duty.
That'll work.
On an unforgettable day.
That's a one for the record books for Reliable.
Just pulling the last one off the rotary now. Open for business.
I'm gonna go home and drink myself a nice cold glass of milk. Hot diggity!
She was a little slippery there.
160 miles southwest in the Fraser Valley.
Okay.
Mission towing boss Ken DePerrin rolls to a call.
We're on our way out back a mission in the rural area.
Just a little icy there, you gotta watch yourself, eh?
Winding up a secondary road.
There we go.
Ken arrives at a notorious bend. And over the edge, finds a vehicle.
Wow.
At the bottom of a ravine.
It actually slid right over the bank and down 75 feet.
She's down in quite a hole there.
Went for quite a ride.
The driver
Hey, I'm
How you doing, Ken? Pleased to meet you.
is still on scene.
He wasn't hurt really, so he was pretty lucky.
I started losing traction, and that was it. It was like a magnet and sucked me right in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that hurt my feelings, my ego.
I bet you.
I guess the hardest thing was his pride.
And Ken knows this corner all too well. 2 winters ago, on another job, Ken witnessed a close call.
This is a very, very sketchy corner.
Just about had an accident here.
You gotta be careful.
Joining Ken on scene,
Wow. He's down there.
operator Craig Hookey will hump down the rigging.
Gives me the dirty work.
It's not the first time Craig's climbed down a bank,
I'm gonna pull some of this cable and you can lower me down on the cable.
but today
You got 2 lines to take
No,
down.
I know, but you're gonna lower me out on this one.
he's on edge.
I was a little nervous going down there.
Oh, come on, Craig.
No.
You're okay. You're getting carried away.
It's very slippery and lots of snow.
Ken offers reassurance.
I've done it a million times.
And guides Craig down the bank.
Oh, Craig is a gung-ho, go do it type of guy.
You hang on to that cable.
You're just about there.
Maybe today's getting a second thought.
Arriving safely at the bottom, Craig spots a problem.
We got a log down here, might get hung up.
Let's just hook it and see what we got.
After rigging to the SUV,
Oh, actually, I can pull it out of the way.
he removes the first obstacle by hand. But up top,
So we gotta be careful out.
traffic on the slick road has Ken nervous.
Watch your back.
I gotta keep my eye open on the cars.
People just fly up and down that road.
As the wreck crawls up the slope,
So ways down.
dozens of obstacles hide under the snow.
Got some big logs down there. We're gonna have to keep an eye on that. Make sure they don't jam up underneath it.
It's gonna be tough to get it on the road.
Coming up!
Near Mission, BC,
Watch your back.
on the edge of a slick road,
So ways down.
Yeah, it was the ways down there for sure.
Ken and Craig race to bring up a wreck
It's steep.
on a slope littered with logs.
We gotta make sure it doesn't catch on a tree.
To avoid any snags, Ken uses his 1-ton to steer the truck
Clear. Go ahead.
around a minefield of obstacles.
Winch it side to side to make a path for it to come up.
Alternating his 2 winch lines, Ken walks the vehicle up the hill.
We need to move it that way, I'll use that line. Want to move it over, I'll use the other one.
With the driver watching on,
Quite the hike up.
Ken's experience makes for a quick trip up the bank.
He's a pretty talented guy. He always got something up his sleeve.
It's always nice to get it where you want it.
And the legend has one final trick.
Now we just got to pull ahead with it a bit here.
Keeping the wreck suspended,
We over the snowbank yet?
Ken skillfully maneuvers it
You're good. Keep going.
up and away from the snowbank.
Okay.
It's nice when you got up in the air.
Ready?
You can line it up wherever you want it.
We're going over here.
There we go.
That's a very nice trick.
The customer
Well, I got your truck for you.
awesome. Couldn't be happier.
Thank you.
Pretty happy that we got this done very fast.
And the mission team heads for home.
Another good job, buddy. Okay.
You still got it, eh? That job was a win-win.
The next morning in Hope,
Ready? Hey, Betsy.
it's a shop day
Where no?
for Jamie and Brian.
This winter, I'm a 50-50 man when it comes to towing and mechanical.
Today's maintenance is on the pride and joy of Jamie's classic fleet, Mighty Mo.
I rebuild these trucks and make them look pretty, but I also need that truck to work like it was brand new.
Nearly half a century old, Jamie's Holmes 850 is about to get a modern upgrade.
This is a hydraulic tank, so we'll put this on, maybe we can test out the winches.
We've actually done work to the winches to upgrade the clutches. We're also adding a hydraulic motor.
3 years ago, Jamie restored the 40-ton record.
Hard, hammer it.
And the vintage machine went to work.
There you go.
And the mow is still a powerful weapon.
Okay, brakes on the truck.
On Jamie's front line.
Mighty Mo's the tank that I take into battle.
Today's hydraulic upgrade promises to make the aging heavy more reliable.
The hydraulic motor to run the winches is a lot more of a steady power source.
But as Jamie helps Brian up top,
Yeah, all good. All right, we'll get this working. Oh!
Put my head up and banged my head right into the forklift.
All right.
He's taking a pretty good hit.
Yeah, you got blood.
in hope,
all good.
Jamie and Brian are working on Mighty Mo.
All right.
But I just banged my head right into the forklift.
So I'll go clean up. We must have a rag around here somewhere.
It looks a lot worse than what it is, but he's definitely got a leak in the head.
He's gripping pretty good.
Yeah. I'm just clumsy. If you were really to look at my bald head, there's dints and scars everywhere.
Blood, sweat, and tears.
Clean it up and get back to work.
Jamie shakes it off. And with Brian, they're soon back to finish the hydraulic winch installation.
You gotta test it and put it through some maneuvers to make sure that it's gonna be okay.
So I'm gonna give it a test here. Watch your head. Watch my head. Yeah.
Then, using an old record,
Bring it out.
they fire up the new feature on the classic split boom Holmes.
High speed. Oh yeah.
These winches are working top shelf. There's no hiccups here.
That's working good. That's awesome. Wow.
Everything's perfect.
All she needs is a wash job now.
So I'm 100% happy.
Well, that's cool.
Later that day,
I guess we can get trucking, eh?
Jamie's back in Mighty Mo for a job on the edge of town.
So we're just headed now, just locally in Hope. Apparently this tractor trailer just stuck a little bit.
It's a mountain road.
Oh, it's right here.
So going into this thing, I already know it's windy and steep in some areas.
You know, I've never actually been up this road.
Half a mile up, Jamie arrives at his target.
Wow.
A stuck transport hauling a loaded sea can.
How's it going?
It would help us if you can get it up.
Okay.
The cargo and its owners
Yeah, welcome to Hope.
Thank you.
Welcome.
have come a long way.
5.5.
5.5?
We've got some new residents. They're from Switzerland. They've packed everything in a container.
Now, all of the family's possessions are bogged down 220 yards shy of their new home.
He's gonna need a hand here getting winched out of this situation.
So if he can turn around.
But before Jamie runs a winch line,
Up is hard time.
he walks the narrow and unfamiliar road.
We're gonna go up there and have a look.
Well, you're in the bush. You're killing me here.
It's a steep trek to the family's property.
You know, this guy, he must be taking hikes in the Swiss Alps every day
Oh my God.
because he's in good shape.
How much more?
But at the top of the road, Jamie discovers
Holy moly.
a problem.
He's not gonna turn here. Not gonna do it.
We've got a skinny road here.
No, he'll never turn that around in here. Not big enough.
There's just no room to turn around anywhere here. Not gonna happen.
In the hills outside Hope, BC.
He's not gonna turn here. Not big enough.
Jamie's back road job has taken an unexpected turn.
Too shallow. Too not big enough.
A container truck filled with a family's belongings can't reach its final destination.
There's no room to turn around. It's not physically possible to get it right up to their house.
Mighty Mo won't be able to tow the truck to the top. But Jamie's not about to walk away.
We have to just get it as close as we can for these people to unload it.
Before getting another foot up the mountain, Jamie will use Mo to pull the truck out of the mud.
Okay, start him up.
The driver's gonna help me, give me a little bit of fuel and spin his wheels a little bit.
Mighty Mo digs in.
Hey!
And the shipping container is on the move.
This should be an easy deal. But things can go wrong in a minute.
We're just nice and slow.
Okay.
We got it as close as we could for them to unload.
I think, go over there. We'll dolly it off, and you go home.
Might have to do a little bit of walking, but no worse than the Alps.
The container is safely parked a short drive from the house.
You can back the car up and...
To be unloaded by Hope's newest family.
I'd like to make it more convenient for you, but maybe helicopter, eh?
These people have been on a long journey. Their whole life is packed up in this container.
Finally reunited with their possessions.
It's loaded until the top.
It's an early Christmas gift for one excited family member.
He was so sad to put it in the container, and now he got his animal back.
That makes me happy,
Yeah.
It's a good day for me.
It's gonna make their move to Hope feel more like their home.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Mighty Mo did the work.
Yeah.
Good night. You guys have a good night.
It's always gonna throw you a curveball. But at the end of the day, you're gonna get the job done just the same.
He wanted to be close to nature, and he's close.
How's everything looking?
The next morning in the Fraser Valley,
It's all good. Must be Christmas.
trucks of all colors and sizes roll into the aggressive towing yard for an annual tradition.
Oh, Merry Christmas!
Well, it's actually really cool to hang out with all the competition and do something good for the community.
The Tow Truck Toy Run is organized by Jamie's nieces, Jazz and Tia Davis.
Every single year, it gets bigger and it gets better. We couldn't be more thankful for the crew getting together.
Merry Christmas!
But this year, Santa's riding in
Woo! Merry Christmas!
on a green sleigh.
Merry Christmas!
Got to ride in somehow. You didn't have Rudolph and sleigh, so a tow truck's the next best thing.
Hey, Merry Christmas! How are you today?
And there's something familiar about old St. Nick.
I'm not sure, but I know it's one of the drivers.
You want to get a picture with Santa? Who's in the outfit? The undercover Santa.
Wow. No, I don't know who was wearing Santa.
He hasn't spoken much, but looks kind of familiar to me.
Hours before the party,
I don't know what to think about this thin pillow, but we're gonna get it all tucked in.
Al Quiring was cajoled into suiting up as the Jolly Red Elf.
I got a little belly and my nose and my cheeks got a little redder. It's beautiful today. Terrific day for all the boys and girls. All the tow truck guys have all pulled together to raise some awareness, to bring some gifts. It's fantastic to be a part of it. It's a little chance to extend some Christmas cheer to other people. And hopefully it's going to make a difference in their lives. Ha ha! Merry Christmas.
Next time.
Don't stop there.
On Highway Thru Hell.
We're sliding. Jump out. Jump out.
An unexpected turn.
Kurt, move! Out of the way!
Becomes a terrifying moment. A head-on crash.
Going for the Trans-Canada spin.
On the Trans-Canada Highway.
Closure's not an option.
Tests Jamie's tow buddy.
I'd like to get this thing going.
And a backroad beast
The maiden voyage.
is brought back to life.
Is it your first day?
This time.
Don't stop there.
On Highway Thru Hell.
We're sliding. Jump out. Jump out.
An unexpected turn.
Kurt, move! Out of the way!
Becomes a terrifying moment.
No.
A head-on crash.
Going for the Trans-Canada spin.
On the Trans-Canada Highway.
Closure's not an option.
Tests Jamie's tow buddy.
I'd like to get this thing going.
And a backroad beast
The maiden voyage.
is brought back to life.
Is it your first day?
Out of the Coca-Cola, it's heading east.
It's brutal. The wind is just nuts.
Late winter, near Hope, British Columbia.
Gotta be 100-mile-an-hour wind.
Howling winds are whipping up a hazard on local roads.
Trees, branches, they're flying everywhere.
The way that the wind's blowing, you have to really watch out for flying debris, so always expect the unexpected.
Just after 10 p.m.
Anything can happen. Spur of the moment, just like that.
Veteran trucker Jennifer Ferguson climbs the Coca-Cola Highway on high alert.
Animals, people, stop, accident. Oh my goodness.
Wow, that wind's crazy.
Oh yeah, there's a tree. There was a tree just in the middle of the road.
Moments later,
What the heck happened?
her worst fears are realized.
Boy, you hit that tree hard. Look, you got it right in the windshield. Is he all right? Does anybody know?
The driver
That came in right on top of me.
is still in the cab and still in shock.
Yeah, he could have taken one of those branches right into him.
On the Highway Thru Hell, closure is not an option.
Something going on north of the split there. Sticks and branches and trees everywhere.
On the Coke,
Guy hit a tree.
a stunned trucker is on the side of the highway after a bizarre crash.
I come around the corner and all of a sudden, bang, the tree is right in front of me.
It's a frighteningly close call for driver Glenn Compton.
So I ended up with the windshield and the tree all on top of me. That came through the window on me.
A branch coming through your front window, that's just something you don't really expect.
Paramedics are on scene.
Okay, you don't want to come with us?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, you're gonna need some stitches.
But Glenn will stay with his rig for now.
I feel pretty lucky, yeah. The more I think about it, the more I realize that, you know, I could have been just another statistic.
Highway crews clear what's left of the tree. And a classic Jamie Davis wrecker is en route for the damaged truck.
We got a call northbound on the Coke.
Tonight, the odd job
Semi had a tree hit it.
is in the hands of Jamie's mechanic, Brian Rash.
The impact must have been phenomenal.
It's Brian's first time operating Jamie's heaviest piece of classic iron.
For this call, I get to take the general out.
It's nice to have Brian around. He's able to jump in the wrecker when need be.
Fix them, drive them. Holy mackerel. Whatever. We'll see what we can do for them.
The driver is standing by as Brian rolls up on scene.
You all right? Well, oh, yeah, I got lots of stitches coming, but... Oh, mackerel.
Could have been different.
Hit it at 100.
You're one lucky bugger.
The tree came down across the road as I came up to it. Spam right into it.
Holy. I'm shocked that a tree actually hit a guy in a windshield.
Slower down coming through here, guys.
The wreck is also hauling
It's got mail in it, eh?
Oh, gotcha.
a time-sensitive load.
The mail load is of the utmost priority. It has to keep rolling.
I hit a tree on one.
Another tractor has been dispatched to haul the mail away.
The other truck that's going to take over the trailer is like about 10 minutes away.
But with high winds still threatening to fell more trees, Brian needs to get everyone off the road.
We are in one of the most dangerous spots. I just got to get it out as quick as possible. Get up to a safe pullout. I'll stop when it's safe, okay?
Yeah.
The quickest way
Okay, we'll get you a spot.
to get to the nearby pullout is for the shaken driver
Okay, let's go.
to get back behind the wheel.
A little bit chilly.
Windshield's completely annihilated.
Oh, Lord, that's trucking.
He's a warrior. He's going to get the product where it needs to go.
After a short, windy drive,
Just pulling up here.
the rig reunites with the wrecker,
Okay, I'm gonna spin the wrecker around.
and Brian gets to work to disconnect the load of mail
I'll pull your wheel.
from the damaged tractor. The kingpin is released,
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
and the impaled tractor is free to roll.
Brian, being a mechanic, understands trucks and equipment.
Brian lines up the general.
Hooked up to my rear end.
He's got great work ethic, and he's driven to get the job done.
There we go.
Got it?
Got her. Good enough. Not going anywhere.
Before Brian departs, the fresh tractor arrives to get the mail on the move.
Truck showed up. I'm hooked up.
Thanks, brother.
Hope you have a better night.
After the terrifying event,
Drive carefully.
All right, you bet.
the survivor is on his way.
He's headed on to the hospital to get stitched up.
And Brian returns to the yard, still blown away.
A tree coming through the windshield? You never know what's gonna happen. It could have been a lot worse for him.
Lucky man.
The next morning, 75 miles northeast in Merritt,
Bring it on. I'm ready.
a 30-ton wrecker heads to a call outside of town.
Got a pickup truck down the bank. That's pretty much all I know right now.
Reliable Towing's James Luke rolls out in his prized heavy wrecker.
I'm bringing Black Sheep. It's got big winches on it.
But today, James will have to leave the blacktop behind for an off-road recovery.
The information that I was given is this truck's quite a ways down, so this is why I'm bringing Black Sheep up with me.
Last winter, James and the heavy wrecker climbed into the backcountry.
And he should be right here.
To recover another vehicle 200 feet below.
It's got the longer reach, more cable, and the stronger pull.
But dispatching big trucks up back roads.
So this wasn't here before, right?
Makes reliable company owner Suki Manj nervous.
Taking out expensive equipment to do jobs that could cause major damage is tough to see.
Well, come over there and get me when you're done.
Today, following James in a 1-ton.
So how about far are we going? Sunshine Valley East.
His new recruit, Curtis Kristen.
Today will be my first time working around a heavy wrecker, so this will be quite the experience for me.
He's my little swamper.
You like learning from the best?
Come on, don't give me that much credit.
Arriving at the turn, the customer is waiting just ahead to lead James to the crash site.
That way I'm not trying to find a mystery vehicle in Forest Service Road somewhere. Going up these Forest Service roads, it's important to keep the momentum going so that I can continue to climb.
But as James and Black Sheep forge ahead,
sliding a bit.
Conditions only get worse.
Come on, don't stop. There's ice on the road, and the road is banked towards the ravine.
But coming around an icy bend.
Don't stop there, don't stop. So as I'm climbing up the hill, the owner stops in the middle of the road.
James is forced to hit the brakes.
We're sliding. Jump out. Jump out. Get out. Jump out! Jump out! Out of the way! Kurt, move! Oh, no.
On a back road near Merritt, BC.
Don't stop there, don't stop.
A 30-ton wrecker.
We're sliding. Jump out. Jump out.
Is slipping towards disaster.
Kurt, move! Jump out! Jump out! Out of the way! Oh. I have to think quick on my feet. Stop, stop, stop. Or that thing's going over.
Oh, no, no, no!
James deploys a stiff leg.
Holy.
To anchor Black Sheep.
Holy. I managed to get the truck stopped. Pretty intense moment. Kind of scary. Look at that. 3 inches from going over. I thought it was game over for us. That's $500,000 about to go over the cliffside. It's a very serious situation. All right.
On his first recovery, it's the last thing Curtis expected to see.
We were pretty close to losing 2 trucks.
Me and James were just, I think, in shock.
With Black Sheep on the brink,
I don't even want to touch the truck.
James calls for backup.
Yeah.
The owner of the truck stopped in front of me, and then the truck just started sliding backwards.
In rough terrain, the situation could turn on a dime and it becomes very dangerous.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye.
Minutes later, from the reliable yard, a 50-ton wrecker is dispatched with crew supervisor Dylan Greenwood.
Heavy wreckers are designed for highway use. If you have to take them into the bush, it beats the crap out of them.
We're going up the hill. Take a look.
Kurt!
While they wait,
You're gonna have to back the winch lines off.
James turns his attention to the other wrecker on scene.
Kurt had managed to lose traction in the same spot and started sliding backwards. Grab a snatch block too, if you can, and a J-hook. I gotta figure a way to get Kurt back up onto the road in a safe spot. So you're gonna walk this cable up to the tree.
Using their surroundings, a tree is used to secure the 1-ton.
We're gonna pull this truck completely right over. Using this tree, we'll actually anchor the truck. Use the winches to pull the truck off the edge side. Hook it to where that chain is. Pull that thing as tight as you can.
With a redirected line, James slides the truck away from the edge.
I think it's almost retirement time after that. That's the worst gut feeling I've had. Yeah, that was way too close. That's what stopped Kurt. That's all that stopped him.
Moments later, a welcomed sight rolls up.
Hey, Dylan.
The reliable 50-ton wrecker.
Thor's got the pulling power to get the black sheep back up on solid ground.
And lead operator,
How's it going, buddy?
Dylan Greenwood.
Thanks for coming to the rescue. It's a smart choice. We're not chancing on losing any equipment over the side.
Hopefully it makes it.
Okay, so once you get tension, I'll lift the stiff leg and then I'll release the brakes.
Yep.
Dylan tightens up his winch line.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
And carefully
Keep pulling.
tugs Black Sheep
It's moving now.
back to safety.
Okay, stop there.
Okay.
Good, James.
James hops in his wrecker,
We'll go to the top of the hill and then we'll get spun around.
and both heavies head uphill to turn around.
If we're facing downhill, it's a short distance and we're at the bottom.
Not wasting any time,
Hey!
the rookie operator
They thought we may needed a heavy for this one, but we'll see what we can do with the 1-ton first.
starts the recovery.
With the situation that we just had, I definitely don't want to put the Black Sheep or even Thor at risk.
But as Curtis begins the pull, the slick road and tough terrain put up a fight.
This pickup truck could get caught on tree stumps, rocks, and put a lot of strain on the tow truck and the operator.
$250 miles northeast.
What's happening? Highway 1?
On the Trans-Canada Highway.
We've been gone for 5 days almost, so I'll be glad to get back.
Jamie Davis is on a long haul and has just passed through his new base in Golden, heading west to his main yard in Hope.
This winter, the long haul business for us has been good. And having the two locations, it's a lot of hard work, a lot of long hours.
But as he reaches the town of Revelstoke,
I'm gonna stop and see a buddy of mine.
Jamie turns off the highway
Go see what he has in his pile of junk.
and into a yard owned by veteran tow operator
Hey, John.
John Kempman.
John and I met a long time ago.
Not too bad. How are you?
Oh, yeah, well, they grow on you, you know.
6.5 feet tall, he's known as Big John.
He's got hands twice the size of mine.
So what's in here? Just the trailer yard?
I bought these Super Bees.
How we became good friends is I'll sell him a truck and he'll buy another part off of me. Man, I can't believe how much carnage you have in wreckage.
Yeah, oh yeah.
We hit it off pretty good. We're both kind of wheelers and dealers.
So this is the Kenworth?
Yeah.
Big John has been in the business for decades.
Bought Columbia Towing in May 2000, and we've owned it ever since.
He's been around a long, long time. Really great recovery guy.
But John is more than a tow buddy.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Last summer,
So this is the compound here?
This is the compound.
Jamie got a good look at John's operation in Golden
So I think I like this golden thing.
and struck a deal to take over the yard.
He had 3 places going, and this one here he wanted to let go.
All right, well, it's a deal.
Okay.
All right.
After today's short visit,
Have a safe trip.
Yep, I will.
Jamie needs to get back on the highway.
Yep, see you later.
Yeah, it was fun.
It's time for me to hit the road again.
But as he leaves Revelstoke,
Did I get an accident scene up here? We're stopped. It's all backed up.
there's word of a crash just outside the mountain town.
The road's blocked. I guess we're not going to it for a while.
A head-on collision
It's not good.
has the Trans-Canada Highway closed in both directions.
When it shuts down, it's a choke point.
Ooh, that truck does not look good. How bad's that accident, do you know?
Near Revelstoke, BC,
Escape wasn't pretty.
a major crash has shut down a vital corridor.
The Trans-Canada Highway is the main route.
I hope that guy's all right. Does look like a very good accident.
Responding to the call in a 35-ton wrecker is Jamie's longtime friend,
We are going to head on.
Big John.
I know this recovery is a pickup versus a semi.
Apparently it is blocking the road and no traffic's getting through anywhere.
The main thing is to get on scene so I can see what I need to do.
Arriving at the accident,
Yeah, crew's on scene now.
John gets his first look.
There's a pickup and a semi, both smashed to smithereens. It's a big mess. This is a miracle that nobody has died here.
It's all blocked up.
But with traffic backing up,
Swing this trailer out of the way
John needs to act fast,
so we can get traffic cleared up.
rigging to the back of the semi.
First goal on the job here is to open the westbound lane.
Get it out of here.
But the trailer is fully loaded.
It's a refrigerated sea can, and it's most likely 60,000 pounds.
With 2 lines on the wreck, John starts to whinge. On the outskirts of Merritt, a recovery on an icy road is keeping a new operator on his toes.
Being out in the backcountry, the potential for danger is there all the time.
Hey! Curtis and the crew discover a log is jammed inside a wheel well.
You need a chainsaw? I do. All right.
But a quick cut and the wreck is free to roll. Moments later, Dylan returns
Get too old for this.
along with James in the 2 heavy wreckers.
It was the log in the wheel well.
There's a log in the wheel well?
There was, they cut it.
Now, Reliable's top operators
Is that front tire still good up there?
Should make quick work.
Throw that other line to the back end, as long as it fits over the cable.
Getting the truck up the bank.
There you go, perfect.
But Dylan...
Cool, start pulling him, buddy. Lift your boom up.
Boom up?
Yeah.
Takes another direction.
Just watch yourself.
Leaving the new recruit on the controls.
Clear!
Good?
Yep. In this business, there's no school for tow truck drivers. They learn from being on the job.
What? Winch?
Working with two heavy hitters in the tow industry, I'm a little nervous,
Keep going, buddy.
but we are going to see what happens.
Watch out, one second.
Hold on.
Hey!
Anybody know if Highway 1 is open yet?
To the east,
Highway 1 is closed.
on the Trans-Canada Highway,
Look out!
Jamie's longtime friend, Big John, battles a 60,000-pound trailer blocking the road.
We know that it's heavy. And we're just gonna lift it and let it swing towards the shoulder.
John now has the trailer tying up only one lane.
Traffic's probably backed up almost across the bridge.
But the vital artery is still closed because of the pickup that collided head-on.
The highway is blocked. There's no traffic getting through.
So John calls in a deck truck.
Okay. Just let me get the deck all the way out.
And his brother Jerry
Hook it on the trailer hitch. Round the top if you can, Jerry.
to clean up the carnage.
Where it comes out of the hitch, yeah, there.
He usually steps up to the plate. I still give all the orders, though.
Just gonna grab it by the back and spin it.
Taking advantage of the icy conditions,
Clear!
the Columbia crew spins the wreck and loads it onto a deck truck.
Okay, I'll take this down to the wide spot. That was easy.
We just all work together and we get it done one step at a time.
With the pickup hauled away to a pullout.
Yeah, we're slowly rolling west out here, guys.
One lane is clear.
What do I gotta deal with here now?
But Big John faces a hefty problem.
We'll hook onto the front of the truck. We'll jerk it out here on the road.
The smashed semi still blocks the other lane.
Hey, you guys!
The fact that there's only a 2-lane highway here, it heightens the pressure.
Here comes my other truck.
Arriving to clear the transport is Columbia's most powerful heavy.
Because you know what they say, eh? Closure's not an option.
We have one we call the Heavy Hooker. It's a 50-ton Century wrecker on a 95 Western Star.
Okay, we'll try that, Jerry. I think you're off the road.
The 50-ton is in position,
Let's pull the other one down.
but it's a struggle
How we doing, brother? You getting around it?
to rig to the totaled tractor.
Pretty tight.
Everything's falling apart.
Yeah, you got it. It's right there. Throw this line on there.
And it'll be coming out in pieces if we don't hook on the right way.
And John discovers another snag. The tractor's brakes are locked up.
Let's go dolly the trailer off, because once we start pulling on this thing, we might have trouble getting it disconnected.
The semi can't be towed as one unit.
It should be fairly compressed forward right now.
So John grabs a classic piece of rigging
I use an old-fashioned J-hook
to free the tractor from the trailer.
And when you crack the whip, lots of times that handle will just pull right out.
But the brothers
We're having trouble getting the kingpin released.
are in a bind.
Still locked? Yeah.
I think we can be here a while. Any word on what's causing this bottleneck?
In the BC interior,
There's
an accident, yep.
A head-on crash has closed Highway 1 outside Revelstoke.
That route is such a needed route. Everybody feels it.
Struggling to disconnect the damaged tractor from its trailer.
Okay.
Is Columbia Towing's John Campman.
It's not releasing right now because there's just too much pressure.
To free up the 2 units,
Gonna have to try and pull that truck back a bit to get the pressure off the 5th wheel pin.
Big John deploys a special tool on his 35-ton wrecker.
Take this to that first back tire and I'll grab a chain.
A side puller.
We're gonna run the side puller and hook to the back of the truck.
That's good like that. Now I'll start pulling on the truck and you start pulling on that J-hook, Jerry.
And we're gonna pull the truck and the trailer until we get some relief on that kingpin.
With the 35 tons underlift braced against the rear bumper and its side puller winching the tractor backwards, John will take the pressure off the 5th wheel plate. Then, with the 50-ton wrecker, pull the 2 units apart. Underlift in position, John triggers his side puller. Until...
There, I got it! Got it!
The kingpin gives way.
We got lucky there.
I'm gonna try to pull it off now.
Now, using the big wrecker, John must get the mangled tractor to a pullout up the road.
It might be a little bit of a tough pull, especially when it's hit that hard in the front.
And there's an added complication.
I'm gonna get sideways to it so I can spin it around and take it to the wide spot.
The pullout is on the opposite side of the road. But John...
Yeah, just hook that one line on this side. It should be freewheeled.
Has a trick up his sleeve.
Enough? Okay, we're going for the Trans-Canada spin.
Drive ahead and just spin that truck right around the opposite direction. Stand clear. Here comes the Trans-Canada spin.
Over to the wide spot we go.
After his trademarked maneuver, Big John brings in another tractor.
Gonna get that truck backed in there into that trailer now and we'll be good as gold. Air up!
And the last piece of the wreck is off the highway.
All good.
They open up the one yet?
In less than 2 hours.
Highway in both directions cleared.
Traffic on the Trans-Canada is moving again.
Good job there, guys.
My crew did a great job. Highways is happy.
John's final task is caging the brakes on the tractor. After the dirty job,
I'm gonna go wash my butt.
the veteran operator has one more signature move.
Oh, I'll just have a little rest here. Whoa! There, now the seat won't get so dirty. Okay, you follow me?
He's a great guy,
Good to go?
and he knows his stuff.
The main thing is you have fun doing it.
200 miles west, near Merritt,
There you go, keep going.
Dylan and James watch as a junior operator wrestles a pickup
Come on.
up a steep bank.
Gotta be careful dragging it up the mountainside. They get caught on a lot of stuff.
Keep her coming all the way.
Okay, hold there.
But on the narrow road,
Okay, I'm gonna throw this up to you.
there's not enough room to land the pickup.
We got to kind of change what we are doing here. We're going to run another line up to a tree.
Just go through the rim, if you can.
Grab the front wheel, pull the truck up the rest of the way. Okay.
Dylan.
You can run it, buddy. What? You can run it. Just watch your head.
Turns the complex pull.
And keep an eye on that tree up top, right?
Into a masterclass for Curtis.
Just start bringing that line up as soon as you get a little tension on this one. Keep going, keep going, keep going. People have taken me under their wing, so I'm gonna pass it on. So yeah, just suck this one up. Keep going a little more. Right there, now Chase, catch up with the other line. Just a little bit out on that one, settle it down. You want the truck to do that almost. It's all right.
It's good to see all these new hires take the position.
You're almost where you want to be.
They were great at showing me what to do.
We're sitting now.
And letting me do the recovery.
And now with that guy.
After hours on the icy road.
4.
And a few stressful moments.
Okay.
Good.
The reliable crew.
Line it up out there. Get it roughly into where you need it to be.
Is ready to head for home.
It's been a long day. It's good to get this thing done. Cool. Throw a strap on it. Okay. It's actually fared pretty good.
But as the job wraps up, James Luke is still shaken.
We're sliding. Jump out.
From earlier in the day.
Kurt, move! Out of the way!
When he nearly lost his truck.
Oh, no, no, no! That was too close for me. Oh, I'm so ready to go home and just ignore today. I'm not going to take the chance of taking Black Sheep up any more FSR roads. Truck could have went over. Dylan saved the day.
The next morning, at Reliable's yard in Merritt, Black Sheep is back, safely outside the main bay.
The heavy wreckers, they're designed to drive on highways. They're not great for off-road.
But inside,
Weld it? Yeah. Okay.
a special project, and the answer to the team's back road dilemma is underway.
We need it to suit our needs, so we're gonna have to change a few things to make it work for us.
For Dylan and the crew,
Yeah, you can put it right forward.
it's a potential game changer.
We just purchased a military truck in the hopes of being able to do any job that's out there for us.
After weeks of work,
Crack the doors open.
behind closed doors,
Fire it up.
Reliable's new off-road warrior
She's a beaut.
rolls out.
I call it Bruce. Bruce Banner, which is the Hulk.
It's a big old beastie truck. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, it actually rides really good.
Built in the 1980s, the M936 military rotator is spec'd out to tackle heavy jobs in unforgiving terrain. The all-wheel drive 6x6 rotator
Working like a dream, buddy.
is designed to claw its way into the roughest backcountry.
It's a big beast. Pull some trucks up some hills, out of mud, out of ditches.
After hundreds of hours and thousands of dollars in customization,
There's a few things that we have to do to get her designed the way we want it to be.
Team Reliable's Green Gamble will soon be put to the test.
This is high risk for us. Hopefully the truck will pay off.
At the Reliable yard in Merritt, owner Suki Manj arrives for his first look at a secret weapon.
This can rotate right around to the cab, right?
Yeah, you can put it right forward.
Nearly ready
The new monster.
for its first off-road test.
That machine is huge.
big beast.
The tire size is bigger than me. It's unbelievable.
The 23,000-pound military rotator was recruited.
Look at this thing.
To spare his wreckers from backroad battle wounds.
I'm hopeful that it's going to recover the property of our clients safely.
Like, look at this.
But the 36-year-old machine.
Well, not to put any pressure on you, but I'd like to get this thing going.
Has yet to prove itself. Later that day.
Okay, you ready to go?
The military truck.
It's gonna be a fun truck to play around with.
Now known as Bruce.
Right on. That's awesome.
Is dispatched to its first call.
That's the maiden voyage. Today we'll see what she can do.
Military rotator definitely turns people's heads.
Along for the test run.
Just another day in paradise.
Is operator James Luke.
So we're going up in the middle of nowhere and we're going to recover a trailer that was stolen. Even though it's not a really big job, our mission today is to take Bruce up the mountain and go test it out.
Rolling up to deep snow. Dylan stops to chain up.
It's got 54-inch military tires, which are pretty much past your chest.
You're there. Okay. Hey, you can jump in.
Okay, I'm coming, hold on. Oh,
James leaves the 1-ton.
oh my Lord. Okay, let's go.
For his first trip in Reliable's new ride.
Come on, you old girl. Here's my turning radius.
The rugged machine is barely challenged by the deep powder.
It's 6-wheel drive, and we'll pretty much walk over anything.
But up the road,
There it is.
the next test lies ahead.
3.5K.
A stolen camper abandoned in the backcountry.
This is someone's pride and joy.
Luckily, it's all in pretty good shape and in one piece.
For the rotator, the 5,000-pound RV
I want to pull it over a little bit, and then I'll pull ahead and I'll pull it over again.
should be a light challenge, but a critical test on the rotating boom.
Get it spun around in the right direction going back down the mountain.
The boom is hand-operated from a swinging turret.
Swing the boom over.
And Dylan goes for his first ride.
Is it your first day? Keep coming. Okay.
And it's cool to have the rotator. Makes your job a little easier on these tight back roads.
Winch.
But the military machine hasn't been to battle in decades.
It's been sitting for a couple years, so we might find some problems with it.
Winch it. Oh my God.
On a back road.
Swing the boom over.
Near Merritt, BC.
Okay.
It's the moment of truth for Reliable Towing's military rotator brought back to life.
We don't even know if the thing is gonna work. Testing it out on the back roads in the snowy conditions, it's definitely a risk.
Operating the boom.
Okay, drag it.
Like an army gunner,
Keep going.
Dylan is soon getting the hang of it.
Oh my God.
On the Reborn Wreckers. Whoa. First recovery for Reliable.
Okay.
Simmer! Wrong way!
It's a different beast. I feel like you step back in time when you run it.
James and Dylan line up the stolen camper.
Okay.
To haul it out of the bush.
Beauty. There we go.
The This first test went well. It did a good job.
You're having too much fun.
Nearing the bottom of the road, they arrive back at the 1-ton.
Thank you for riding the tank.
We have to attach a trailer to the 1-ton because it actually has a trailer hitch.
Now it's on there.
With the trailer secured,
You're a good man.
the team heads home.
The owner is waiting for us back at the yard.
Well, they got it.
As James rolls in,
That's good news, yeah.
the camper's owner is relieved.
If that's the worst damage, I have to be grateful. There we go.
Well, you're one of the lucky ones.
I know I am. I know I'm one of them.
It's a great feeling that we can return something in good condition back to its rightful owner.
Thank you very much, you guys.
No problem. That's what we're here for.
Thanks for the rescue. These guys are heroes.
A safe, successful recovery made possible by a commanding new addition to the reliable fleet.
Now I don't have to take the black sheep off-road anymore.
Having the military truck makes me feel good. I know they have the tools. I know they have the ability. They can get the job done.
That's a pretty cool truck. Wow.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Wow.
A bad break
That don't sound good.
becomes a touchy job for Rick and Brandon.
Come on!
A steep problem
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
puts Ken's crew
Oh, Kenny!
over the edge. And a mired machine
Just sitting in soup.
has Al and Gord
Come on.
grinding it out. This time on Highway Thru Hell.
Wow.
A bad break
That don't sound good.
becomes a touchy job for Rick and Brandon.
Come on!
A steep problem
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
puts Ken's crew
Oh, Kenny!
over the edge. And a mired machine
Just sitting in soup.
has Al and Gord
Come on.
grinding it out. Late winter in BC's Fraser Valley.
We got fog moving in up on the top there.
Freight travels through the morning haze.
Thank you very much. Have a safe day.
But one driver's journey
There was a truck on fire up here somewhere.
has gone up in smoke. Mission Towing's Truck 90 is dispatched to a wreck near Agassiz.
You'd be surprised how often trucks catch on fire.
That does not sound good.
Truck fires are a common scenario for mission boss Ken DeParent.
Most trucks are fiberglass. Once they get burning, they can go pretty quick.
On scene,
What else we got here?
Ken learns the driver escaped the blaze
We gotta pull those stacks back.
and the torched rig
They're no good anyway, they're all burnt.
must be hauled away.
Truck fires are a very messy job to clean up.
Watch yourselves.
Joining Ken for the recovery
Keep going.
is operator Dick Milton.
That's good there.
We got to get this job done and get her back to the yard.
There you go.
Another job well done, guys.
Yes.
But as the crew departs, 25 miles west, there's trouble in Mission. Black smoke billows from the yard.
Fire truck just got in.
That's intense.
Operator Ryan Marshall calls his boss.
Ken, you gotta get down to the yard quick. It's bad.
Oh boy. The flames are shooting higher. It's getting worse really fast.
Minutes later,
Blazing pretty good.
fellow operator Craig Hookey arrives.
What the hell's going on here? Everything is black smoke and big flames going everywhere.
The yard is filled with flammable material, less than 100 feet from the main office.
Whoa!
On the highway through hell, closure is not an option.
Holy smokes, look at this, man.
In Mission, BC,
Holy moly. That's crazy.
Craig and Ryan are on scene
Another tank?
It's gotta be.
as exploding propane tanks and flames
There's a whole big freaking engulfing fire.
light up the Mission towing yard. Across the valley, Ken rushes back.
You've worked so many years to build a business, and it can be gone in a flash.
Everything's on fire.
Fire crews battle
They're attacking the fire from above right now.
to reach the source of the blaze.
Trucks on the ground can't get down deep into the fire.
The heart of the fire
You can't quite get at it.
is under a pile of scrap cars. With fire rescue training,
I know that yard really well.
Ryan straps on an oxygen mask to help pinpoint the source.
She's burning up good.
I think Ryan is crazy.
It's getting worse. And what do we do next?
Minutes later, Ryan returns.
There's two minivans on fire, and they can't get there because of how narrow the cars are and how stacked it is, too unsafe.
A new plan to fight the fire is put in motion.
We're gonna bring an excavator in, and they're gonna pull each car apart and let the firefighters soak down each car.
Holy smokes.
Moments later,
It upset you.
Ken's father, Wally, arrives.
This business means everything to Wally. Put his whole life into this business.
It's not the first time the Duperrin family has been hit by disaster. 5 years ago, another fire ripped through the Mission yard.
It's an awful feeling. It's a feeling you never want to have.
The towing business Wally had built with his father was devastated.
Lost our building. We lost all our equipment. It was really hard on my dad.
Today's fire failed to reach the main office, and the flames are under control.
Here comes the boss man.
Ken makes it back to the yard.
The office didn't go, nor any of the wreckers or any customers' vehicles.
And gets an update from officials.
The fire is out.
It's out.
It's not gonna reignite or anything
Okay.
like that. I'm gonna leave it into your hands.
Okay.
Safe to enter the yard.
Let's go have a look.
It's worse than we thought.
A lot of cars, eh?
Ryan walks his boss through the damage.
I'm probably gonna guess about 40.
Really? That many?
45.
Boy, you must have been going, eh?
There's a mountain of burnt cars in the yard.
Oh, what a mess. God, look at them all.
Because the fire was right here, and then it jumped all the way over there.
The cars were scrap, so we don't have a loss there.
No one was hurt, so that's the main thing. Everything else.
I'm relieved that nobody was hurt in this fire.
Oh, well.
Exciting, eh?
The next morning,
Got out of the truck and it felt like -20.
at Jamie's new base in Golden, operator Rick Wood heads to an urgent call on Highway 1.
Jackknife tractor trailers got the highway closed. When I get that call, my adrenaline goes real fast, real high.
I just want to get into it and start cleaning it up and getting it open as fast as possible.
This winter,
You good girl?
Rick has stepped in for Colin McLean,
I'm gonna grab the front end, I'm gonna bring it right around to here.
operating HR 126.
Rick understands Golden.
That's good.
He understands the pressures of working on the highways around here.
It's out. The highway's open again.
Today, 25 miles west of town, traffic is at a standstill
Looking at least another hour there, driver.
on the Trans-Canada Highway.
I'm Jamie Davis towing, coming up on the left-hand side of the highway here.
Highway 1 between Alberta and the coast is one of the most important highways there is out here.
Rick passes a long line of vehicles and arrives
What in tarnation?
at a jackknifed semi,
Wow.
blocking the road in both directions.
First priority is get a lane open, get traffic moving.
The semi was traveling eastbound when the driver lost control, crossed lanes, and slammed into a snowbank.
You really smoked that one hard.
As Rick gets a closer look, the trailer is already severely compromised.
It's split on one side, and there is some damage on the right front corner of the trailer as well.
Oh, man, what a drag.
Brandon is on scene for traffic control.
What's your plan?
I'm just gonna hook onto the ass and bring it right around.
Highway's shut down right now.
First things first, get this thing off the road a little bit, open up some traffic.
The cracked trailer is carrying a light load of cargo.
It's only got like 11 or 12,000 pounds of groceries in it, so I'm just gonna slide it right around to the wall here.
You gonna start pulling?
I'm gonna try and pull her.
In minutes,
Just working out easy.
Rick has the back end of the wreck out of the way.
All right, guys, I'm sending traffic on the side coming towards Golden.
And one lane open.
Yeah, we're rolling slow.
Thank you very much, appreciate it.
Rick repositions HR 126 to pull on the tractor.
air it up, and see if I can get it to break loose.
But as he releases the brakes,
That don't sound good.
the damaged trailer delivers an ominous warning.
We start to hear things that doesn't sound right.
As Rick prepares to pull, Brandon tackles the snow.
This trailer's so submerged in snow. Not only snow, but packed snow.
Come on.
We don't really want to pull the trailer apart. We want to try and keep it intact as much as possible.
Rick starts to winch.
Stand back, guys.
I am trying to get it high enough where it'll break loose out of the hard snow.
But the wreck refuses to budge.
Come on.
And this snowbank is like concrete.
Come on, baby. Oh!
Near Golden, BC.
Anyone know what's going on up there?
On Highway 1.
Single lane alternating and it's tight.
A fragile wreck, damaged in a crash,
Stand back, guys.
is in the hands of Jamie's crew.
Come on, baby. Oh!
Plan A doesn't work, you go to plan B.
Rick's gamble
We're gonna have to unload this trailer.
switches to a safer bet.
So this is a hand bomb job.
To keep the torn trailer intact.
The next step, getting a whole crew here just to get all the product unloaded onto a new trailer.
Rick repositions and reaches out to the boss back in Hope.
Hi.
We're gonna have to unload this trailer. I don't want to damage or compromise it any more than we have to.
Yeah, what a deal. You don't want to rip a trailer in half or break it open.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But priority one here is open the highway.
Despite the setback, Rick and Brandon regroup
They want it out of here tonight.
with a solid plan to finish the recovery.
So we're gonna have to work our asses off to get it out of here.
It'll be an all-nighter.
Take it real slow through there.
400 miles west, in the Fraser Valley,
Look at the view down there. Wow.
yesterday's fire is in Ken's rear view mirror.
Going to check out a job. Truck has gone over the bank.
The mission boss is on a logging road near Harrison Lake, traveling alone.
Out in the bush, there's nobody there to bother you.
After a 30-minute climb,
There we are, right there.
Ken arrives.
Oh, look how steep that is.
This vehicle was stolen, pushed over the cliff.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy.
This thing is way down. It's very, very steep.
Probably 50 feet down, maybe. Some pretty big rocks to bring it over.
But the view from above
I might run down quickly and check it out.
is not enough for Ken.
I haven't been down a bank since my heart attack about 1.5 years ago.
There we go.
As he descends,
Oh man, see, this is why I like to come down. It's a huge stump here.
the degree of difficulty
Taller than me.
only rises.
Okay.
And at the bottom,
So we've got a broken steering rod on that side.
the challenge of the job is fully revealed.
This truck is about 10,000 pounds. It's a small car, but it's still a big recovery.
So this is probably the best way, like right up through here.
Scout complete.
Okay, I'm gonna head up.
Ken must get back up to the road.
It's usually easier going down than coming up. Coming up's a little harder.
And prepare for the next day.
Let's work out. Been a while since I've been down.
Plan for tomorrow is to bring up a big wrecker.
Glad I come up and viewed it. Gives me an idea what I'm up against.
It's gonna be a huge job.
In Golden, just after nightfall.
Just going past the accident scene there, Jamie Davis on site.
Traffic continues slowly past the wreck on Highway 1.
Okay, I'm sending mine.
10-4.
The cargo has been removed from the fragile trailer, and Jamie's crew
Okay.
is ready to try again.
It's gonna come out a lot easier now because it's empty.
Earlier today, the semi slid off the road, struck a snowbank, and cracked the trailer's frame. But before applying more force to the damaged unit,
So what are you doing right now?
I'm gonna hold this trailer together.
Rick and Brandon secure the trailer.
Chain into one of the undercover ribs to the front, pull it tight.
We don't want to pull it apart. So these chains are going to hold this trailer all together.
Now this is a load binder. There we go.
With extra chains binding the wreck, Rick will wrap a strap around the trailer and run a line to the tractor's frame to pull it away from the snowbank. But getting the strap
That's not gonna, I can't do that.
over the trailer
How are we gonna do this?
is a tall order.
I'm going to get Brandon to lift me up so I can throw the strap over it.
Climbing aboard the wrecker's underlift,
Good?
Okay.
Rick goes for a ride.
It's a little bit sketchy,
I'm scared of heights.
and it's icy too. It's -10, -15 out.
Okay, let me down. Okay, stop there. Okay,
Safely back on the ground,
get that hooked up.
Rick's ready to continue the recovery.
I'll try and get it out of here.
And Brandon
Sammy's gonna hold, you're gonna hold, and we're gonna reposition.
handles traffic.
Okay, I'm stopping now.
This winter, Brandon moved to Golden to start his own flagging company
I like this. This is good, man.
That is cool.
and hired old crew member Sammy Narian.
I have 3 flagging trucks, fully equipped, 3 employees. I'm enjoying this because this is purposeful,
People will know a mile away.
and I've always been looking for that purpose.
He's doing a good job. It's his new business. I'm gonna help him all the way up.
With traffic under control, Brandon helps Rick
Thanks, Brandon.
with the last of the rigging.
Now we'll pull this one out.
The plan is to pull the cracked trailer away from the wall of snow.
Let's go.
Rick starts to winch.
Snow has turned into concrete, and it's making it really difficult for us to get this thing out of here.
And the torn unit
Come on, you beast.
Watch yourself.
It's not pretty, but you want to get it out.
is still intact.
That should be good. Wow.
Finally straightened out.
Hey, let's get this thing unhooked.
Rick will try to pull the wreck forward onto the road.
We'd like to try and keep the truck and trailer in one unit, pull it out together.
Well, let's hope this works.
Rigging to the tractor's toe pins. Rick discovers.
Come on!
The front wheels are fighting the pull.
It's still dragging my truck back.
So Rick recruits Brandon.
I want you to turn these wheels so they're straight.
To get behind the wheel.
You can just pull it to the left, and I'll pull it ahead as you're turning it.
Ready and in position.
You gonna start pulling?
The showdown begins.
Turn it!
Oh, jeez.
A bit more, like that.
It's a fight all the way.
Come on!
Near Golden, BC.
Come on!
The last stage of a tough recovery has Rick and Brandon.
Turn it!
Oh, jeez.
Wrestling a wreck.
Like that.
The truck's fighting me.
Holy.
The trailer's fighting me.
Come on!
This one's a job from hell.
I can come out.
Never been in a truck where they've lifted me up like that before.
You can get out for a minute.
A little bit worrisome, but all a part of the job.
Rick adds a second line and tries again.
Come on, let go.
This time,
Yeah!
the snowbound semi follows in line.
Now it's unhook time and tow time.
We finally have this truck and trailer out of the snowbank.
With Brandon back on traffic control.
I'm ready to pull out of here, so you need to follow me.
Okay, sounds good.
Rick hauls away the wreck.
Rick and Brandon are doing a good job.
I feel 100% better now that the pressure's off.
How's that Highway 1 West?
It feels like a win situation for us.
Okay, road's clear. Right on it, guys. Thank you.
400 miles southwest. Near Harrison Lake.
You get calls up here, you never know what you got.
Ken is en route to yesterday's crash site.
That's why we like to scout them out first.
That's right.
Along with operator Dick Milton.
I enjoy working with Ken. He's a good mentor.
Today, Ken's not taking any chances, bringing up mission's top recovery machine, Truck 90.
Gonna take a big wrecker to get it out of there.
Following behind in a 1-ton
On call 24 hours a day.
is junior operator Brock Watson.
Oh, I love the challenge. The worse it is, the more I like it.
Okay, there's our truck down there.
After navigating the narrow, winding road,
Let's have a look, see what we're up against.
Ken's crew arrives at the lost pickup.
So I'm thinking right here.
Already on scene,
Craig, come listen too.
is mission's handy woodsman, Craig Hookey.
We can't bring this up here. There's a huge stump here higher than me.
We got a lot of obstacles in the way. It's gonna be a tough one.
So if we get this tree out of the way, Craig, he's pretty quick with the saw.
Okay.
Just stay away from the blade.
Yeah.
When you're cutting the logs and the trees out of the way, it's very unstable ground.
Carving out a path.
Oh, there he goes.
Craig clears the way
Tell him to cut a little smaller so they're not so heavy.
for the recovery to begin.
He says cut them bigger so I can grow big and strong like you guys.
So don't fall.
The biggest barriers out of the way.
And hot.
Ken's crew
We'll bring the chains down and get hooked up while we're down there.
Okay.
prepares to rig.
There's one. Got another one coming.
Go ahead. Nice, right to me.
With 2 lines from the 35-ton wrecker attached to the rear of the pickup, Ken will try to winch the wreck up to the road. Craig stands by for the winch lines.
Give me the cable.
Okay. And 73-year-old Dick volunteers to bring them down.
This is one we want hooked on the driver's side of the truck, okay?
Okay.
I wouldn't have Dick crawling up and down this hill.
Rather than wait for somebody to scurry up the hill,
That bank is pretty soft.
over the bank I go. We're getting there.
Dick arrives.
I can reach it now.
At the bottom.
Like we talked about.
Yeah, one on either side.
And the 50-foot-long cables.
All right, we're touching the bumper there, Dick.
Reach the wreck.
We put 2 lines on this truck. Gives us a lot of options on bringing this up.
Can I have some more slack, Kenny?
Try and get it out of here before it gets too dark. We probably got an hour left, if that. Almost there.
Okay.
Dick makes it back to the top.
We're here.
And Craig
She's all yours.
gives the signal.
How's it coming good?
Take it away. There you go.
But just as the pickup is in a steady climb,
That's a big log.
the mission crew
Here's where we're gonna run into problems.
You're hung up on the log right up under the dip.
is in a jam.
Watch it. Truck's getting tight.
Hold on, Kenny. We're hung up.
Oh, man.
Near Harrison Lake, BC,
Watch it. Catch him. Watch it.
the mission crew is locked in a battle
Truck's getting tight.
to bring a wreck
Hold on, Kenny. We're hung up.
up tough terrain.
We got stumps in the way. We got trees knocked down. It's hung up on logs.
Did it jam up?
Yeah. So everything is fighting us.
With the pickup's front wheels caught on a log, Ken takes matters
You gotta walk it over the log.
into his own hands.
There you go.
With the 2 lines, we can walk it over stumps or logs. You can work them back and forth.
That's the beauty about 2 lines.
You can bring it up the path you want to bring it up.
But the last 20 feet
Hey, Craig,
Yo,
where's that big stump?
I think you're clear.
may be the most difficult.
There we go. We're over that log.
It's over.
Resting the wreck on a log,
I'm just gonna back up and cut over there.
Okay, go ahead.
Ken repositions truck 90.
I've got to get the wrecker changed to a different angle because I want to get the boom out.
To shift from a pull to a lift.
Now we're going to block the road right off completely.
Ken backs up.
Whoa, Dick, whoa.
Coming to a stop near the edge of the cliff.
Okay, Dick, am I okay there?
Yeah, you're good there.
Now it's a race
Hurry up, we're burning daylight.
to fish the wreck up to the road.
We got to get this job done. We don't want to be on this road in the dark.
Take slack.
Good. Good.
So we got to bring over these rock jets, so that's where I want to lift it up quite high. I'll try to lift as much as I can. These are big rocks.
I want to take the truck straight up so I can clear the boulders.
With daylight fading,
Kenny, boom out.
the final showdown begins.
Kenny, put the stabilizers down.
Okay.
And Ken's 35-ton wrecker digs in.
How are we looking on the rocks there? Looking good.
Keep going.
It's always a key moment when you're bringing anything up over the edge of the road.
But as the pickup crests the road,
See, you should have come back a little further.
it's on a collision course
Keep going.
with the final obstacle.
Okay, watch it, just watch it. We're catching on that rock.
For a new guy like myself looking at that much weight in the air, I'm thinking, wow, that's something.
Ken extends the boom.
See if I can go out a foot.
I'm going to winch it up as high as I can to try and clear the rocks.
Craig, get out of the way.
But the 10,000-pound load starts to swing. Sundown on Harrison Lake,
It's catching on there, just a second.
and the last stage of a high-angle recovery
I gotta go out with the boom.
has the mission crew on edge.
If we get it up high enough, I'm hoping to clear the rocks.
The front of the wreck
I don't think you can go up.
is catching on a rocky ledge.
Okay, let us put a strap, Kenny.
Now Ken
Hold up.
needs to adjust his plan
Just keep it from flipping, that's all we want.
and take advantage of what's on site. Adding a single line from the 1-ton to pull the pickup sideways, the light-duty truck and 35-ton must work together to land it onto the road. Ken pulls the extra line, but it's up to Brock
Tighten it up.
to run the 1-ton.
There's a lot that can go wrong right now.
Take it slow, Rock. Good, Rock. Just tighten it.
Working together,
Just keep going, Rock.
Easy.
the two mission wreckers
Keep going. It's sliding right along the rock. Nice.
finally reel it in.
Ken is fishing for wrecks today. Take her home.
Take her home.
You got a big one. Nice.
Lower your boom.
Just a second. I'll go like this, Dick. Take it, Brock. Take it.
Take her home, Brock.
After 5 hours on the remote recovery,
He's got her.
Ken's crew comes through.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Well, we're on the road. I'm gonna unhook right where I'm at.
Brock did an excellent job and worked really hard.
Got it? Went good. We got her out. Don't come up nice. Hold her.
Another day, another dollar.
Yeah, dinner time. Good.
I got the best guys to learn from, especially Kenny. Best boss I've ever had.
Thanks working with you.
Yeah.
Did the job right and got her done. I'm very proud of the crew today.
We're just loaded up on our way down.
The next day, In the Fraser Valley,
Raining hard here. Yeah, liquid sunshine.
late winter rains
Let's go. A lot of water pooling in.
have Quiring Towing responding to an unusual call.
It's been raining for about 4 days, so the ground is saturated.
Gord Boyd is en route to an industrial work site.
I'm gonna go help out one of our longtime customers. They got some kind of a piece of equipment stuck.
We'll have a quick look, see if I can get into it.
Gord arrives
Oh yeah, here we go.
at a mulching operation
Yeah, I'd say that's a bit of a problem.
and discovers the job beside a massive pile of wood.
Oh yeah.
A 46-ton stump grinder
Just sitting in soup.
sinking in the mud.
Oh boy.
Run on tank-style tracks and by remote control. The mammoth machine chews up waste wood and spits it out as mulch.
It is worth a lot more than most of the trucks I recovered. Brand new is worth $1 million, and it weighs 97,000 pounds.
You can see they've got a machine against it to hold it from tipping over, which is probably a good idea.
The yard manager needs the grinder up and running.
If I could get my truck in there and get square to it, I'd have enough power.
But it's stuck behind a 100-foot pile of scrap wood.
I'm not taking my truck in there.
If I can't get my truck in where I need it to be to pull it, we're gonna call Al and go to a different option.
Hello? Yeah, Al? Yeah, there's no way I can get my truck into this thing.
To drive a tow truck over logs and stumps and bits of wood is just asking for a problem.
I think we're gonna need Fat Albert on this thing.
Yeah, okay, very good.
I'll wait, thanks, bye.
Over the years, I've pulled a lot of weird things out of a lot of weird places. And this one sounds like it's gonna be right up there with the rest of them.
Can't use one hammer, we'll use a different one. Oh boy. This thing's a bit of a whale.
In the Fraser Valley,
oh boy.
A stump grinder is stuck in deep mud.
This machine weighs about 40 tons and is top heavy.
This one's gonna be a little tough. I can't get my truck in where I need it to be.
Gord's called in backup.
I heard he's got the green machine.
Hey, Paul. Yeah, it's good seeing you. Anyways, we're not all spun out and aggravated on the highway.
Yeah, no doubt.
Al Quiring and the manager size up the situation.
What kind of mess have you got here? Holy cow. It's worth over $1 million. So we just got to be careful where we hook onto it.
It's even got a kingpin you can grab a hold of.
I think we should grab on that kingpin.
I'll get the keyhole.
Gord's got just the right tool in his truck.
This is for grabbing a kingpin on a trailer.
And in this case, we're gonna hook onto the kingpin, put a winch line onto it, and pull it.
But they won't be using their wreckers.
That's what I'm talking about.
They need a heavyweight beast. Fat Albert.
That is such an impressive machine.
Luckily, we have a D9 with a big honking winch on it.
Al rolls out with the dozer and backs into position to pull with his winch.
This particular place has huge, big piles of unstable timbers and logs. I'm a little bit nervous working in there.
The winch cable is rigged to Gord's keyhole plate on the kingpin.
Gotta love big rigging.
just keep back because I don't know what the load rating is. Should be strong enough to recover using the cat, but there's a potential we could break that kingpin. I'll snug the line up. Is your guy ready to run this thing?
As soon as he fires up, I'll just use the remote.
An operator will steer the grinder with a remote control as Al pulls with a D9.
So everything's ready to fire up? This machine has a hydrostatic track drive, which means the engine's got to be running for the tracks to rotate. Is that thing running?
Worst case scenario, it'll move 2 feet and flop over onto its side.
Okay, here we go. Okay, watch out.
This is a sketchy part.
Come on. Beautiful.
Just like that.
Oh, that D9 is awesome. It shakes the ground, makes little old ladies nervous.
Well, that worked.
The $1 million grinder is back on solid ground.
Are we moving by ourselves? Are we okay?
I think so.
I think so. And once we put it in gear, that thing came up very, very easy. Okay, I'll get out of here. It's a little 5-minute job, but you know what? It's the right tool for the application.
0 damage to the machine, 0 damage to our trucks, and most importantly, the customer is satisfied.
Big jobs made to look easy. It's going to be back in production for the customer. He's going to be pretty happy. All right, Paul. Excellent.
See you, Paul.
Yeah. Expecting that 5th wheel grabber to go patoo.
It's all about using the right tool for the job. They're back up and running by the time I get my rigging put away.
Pretty impressive. That was awesome.
Next time.
You gotta be kidding me.
On Highway Thru Hell, a close call.
Ooh! I was standing right where you at. Just about killed me.
Rallies Team Reliable. A lost machine.
Be very careful.
On a mountain slope. Pushes Jamie's crew to the edge.
I don't feel like getting run over today.
And roadside hazards.
Whoa! Idiot!
Trigger hard memories for James. This time.
You gotta be kidding me.
On Highway Thru Hell, a close call.
Ooh! Just about killed me.
Rallies Team Reliable. A lost machine.
Be very careful.
On a mountain slope. Pushes Jamie's crew to the edge.
I don't feel like getting run over today.
And roadside hazards.
Whoa! Idiot!
Trigger hard memories for James.
What's the status on Highway 5? Pretty damn icy.
Early spring on BC's Coquihalla Highway. And an unexpected flash freeze
Cars are losing it into the ditch.
has caught drivers by surprise.
Holy smokes, look at this, man.
Just after 9 a.m.,
multiple vehicle incidents.
30 miles south of Merritt.
Whole bunch of flashing lights and everything going.
First responders are on scene of a high-speed collision.
Black ice and then a bunch of pileup.
In the crash is a reliable towing 50-ton wrecker that was struck from behind.
He almost killed me, man.
Narrowly missing Cam Nino.
I was standing right where he hit, and he, boom! Just about killed me.
Cam was recovering a car in the right lane when the SUV lost control and slammed into the back of his wrecker.
I was on the shoulder, you can see where my tire prints were, right? And then I was standing at the back of the truck like this, just unhooked my winch. I was going to pull, and that's when I just got out of the way of this. And then I fell down because I got glass and you know, all this was flying in my face, right? So I turned around, I don't know, seconds, a half a second, a millisecond, I don't know, it happened so quick. If I wouldn't have moved, I'd have died a real agonizing death.
Now parked in the left lane.
I moved over to the hammer lane to block the injured person.
Cam repositioned his wrecker to shield the driver who struck from behind.
I immediately moved my truck to protect this guy. He was in a real bad spot. People weren't slowing down. I wanted him to feel safe. I wanted him to know that I had his back, and I was there with him. A lot of years on the road, never been hit once. It happened so quick, it was scary.
On the highway through hell, closure is not an option.
Driver's going northbound. You gotta slow down. We got a wreck just around the corner.
On the Coke, halfway between Hope and Merritt.
I was hit about 10 minutes ago.
Operator Cam Nino has just survived a frighteningly close call.
When he hit me, I was so close to the glass in the back window, and the taillight actually hit me in the face and in the body. That could have been seriously the last time I got out of my truck. Oh.
Yeah, I'm coming up.
30 minutes after the crash, operator James Luke arrives on scene.
Oh, Lord. You gotta be kidding me.
Never turn your back on traffic.
Look at the gap there. No gap. It's wedged right against it.
It's nerve-wracking when any truck gets hit. It's not easy on somebody that's been through this.
Just make sure you're okay and all that kind of stuff.
Hits close to home, being one of our own. We've had this situation about a year and a half ago with Colton.
Last winter,
it is not good.
A reliable deck truck
Colton, you okay?
and its operator were involved in another serious crash.
This is unbelievable.
The reliable team was shaken to the core.
Not broken.
Cam reaches out to his boss, company owner Suki Manj.
Yeah, I'm all right.
As a boss, the worst nightmare is getting the phone call that someone's been hurt.
I stopped and got out of my truck, and he almost crushed me between my wrecker.
Okay. One of the dangers of being a tow truck operator is you can't control what other people do. It's very frightening, and it could have been very tragic.
Anyway, they're doing an investigation, and they'll get this car loaded up. All right, bye.
Bye.
It reminds you of the risks that we take to keep people safe and get the job done.
Once the shock, sets in right later, right now it's still business, right? You got to put that face on.
Joining Cam and James on scene his fellow operator, Scott Benny.
We all work as a team, and that hits home hard.
With northbound traffic still down to one lane, the reliable crew must clear the highway.
Let's get it going here.
We're all like family. If something happens to one of us, others are gonna jump in and help.
Keep going.
Turn towards me. Other way.
Having those guys come up there and rescue me and have my back, 100% feeling of gratefulness. Load up the vehicle that almost killed me.
For him to continue on and get this mess cleaned up says a lot about that guy.
The smashed up SUV is ready to haul away.
I'm gonna go watch James, eh?
Watch his back.
And if you just back up, it'll spin right around and it'll be right on the front of your truck.
So they turn to the car in the ditch.
Don't freewheel it.
Cam was first called out for.
Okay, you guys might as well book it out.
Okay, away we go.
I'm very proud of my team for the way they handled themselves and dealt with this incident.
With the accident behind him, Cam drives the damaged wrecker back to base.
I've had some close calls before, but nothing that's shook me up like that. Whew. Makes me think about my kids, I'll tell you that.
Cam's two daughters are far away in another city.
Being away from my girls all winter, it's tough.
I love you too.
They're my world, right? So I miss them a lot. Hi, sweetheart. I love you.
Love you too.
They bring so much light to my life and love in my heart. I'm grateful to be alive to hear this voice. Okay, give your sister a big hug for me, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I'll talk to you soon. Bye. Bye. It's tough to think what my daughters would do without me. I don't want my kids to go through any of that. Count my lucky stars tonight, right?
Warmed up another 5 degrees.
At the base of the mountain highway in Hope,
Nothing but blue sky.
the last signs of winter melt away.
Every season, the snow melt comes and the water comes down and it's beautiful.
Warming up good, melting this stuff.
But recoveries don't stop in the spring.
Heading up the Fraser Canyon from his home base,
It's kind of a weird call up the Spuzzum Creek Road.
Jamie Davis leads a convoy to an unusual off-road recovery.
This job is one of the most interesting jobs we've done for quite a while.
So we're bringing 4 guys and 2 trucks, almost as if we were expecting the worst up there.
Turning off onto a logging road, Greg, Renato, and Brandon follow behind in the Mac.
I want a challenge. It's going to be hard, and I understand that.
My first time. I'm not too familiar with the terrain.
At the end of his first winter in Hope, Greg is about to face his biggest recovery.
I'm not sure how we're going to tackle this. I'm a little bit excited today. Whoa! Yeah!
5 months ago, Greg Mulligan left behind a life in the Irish military.
Ah, that's insane.
For an entirely new adventure.
Had no experience, heavy recovery or towing.
You're getting good at this, Greg.
It's quite a drop down there, too.
Today, the skills he's learned from Jamie
Road's pretty dicey here.
will be put to the test.
Straight down.
high above Spuzum Creek.
Beyond the trees, it goes down another 1,000 feet to a creek underneath. So it's a dangerous area.
There he is.
Jamie arrives.
And this is where we're at here.
And the crew get their first look over the bank.
Hi. Did it go over?
A 23-ton articulating rock truck hanging on the edge of the mountain road.
Unbelievable, man.
The guy's lucky he didn't keep going.
This is a major job. Well, that's a long ways down.
Holy crap.
Well, it's quite a task. It's right against a mountain.
Wow, unreal. We're talking some heavy recovery gonna be needed to pull this out.
The rock truck was towing a pickup when it left the road. Now the two vehicles remain linked by a chain. Also on scene
has shifted overnight. It's been here over 24 hours.
Is the rock truck's owner, Guy Ness.
And I'll just come and hook onto the front and go this way with it.
Yep.
Guy needs his big machine rescued and back on the job. Articulating rock trucks are designed to haul heavy loads. And with its pivoting cab and box design, maneuvers easily over tough terrain. To stop the rock truck from falling, the owner anchored it to an excavator.
It's on the verge of going right into Spuzum Creek, so we don't want that.
But before they can tackle the rock truck,
I'll get the pickup out of the way first.
They must recover the light truck below.
Pulling them both out together isn't an option here. We have to deal with one unit at a time.
Greg moves the Mack into position.
There's a big drop, and there's like one small tree holding the whole thing up.
You guys can start running lines, but don't touch anything.
Jamie's crew climbs down to rig beside the precarious wreck.
The excavator and the rock truck could easily lose its footing and go down another 1,000 feet.
Be very careful.
We've got to nip this in the butt right now before things get worse.
Hey, you guys. No.
On a remote road north of Hope.
Take these two chains and just put it around the front axle and one around the back.
Jamie's crew is on a steep slope.
Be very careful.
Trying to recover a pickup and a heavy-duty rock truck high above Spuzum Creek.
These things are just barely hanging to the side of the cliff here. This is potentially a huge environmental disaster that could go into the creek.
The owner has chained the rock truck to an excavator.
Hey, you guys, look at the way that chain's hooked up.
But the bank is unstable.
Just looks like it's ready to go. I don't want it going crashing down the mountain with me on it.
Greg, don't get under behind that thing. Okay.
We don't want anybody below the pickup truck in case that chain comes off. That could equate to somebody getting killed here.
Brandon, tell Greg thing could pop off there any minute.
We're in a pretty tough situation. Loose dirt, loose gravel, loose rock.
You got the hook in there?
All right.
Okay.
Rigging complete.
You guys come up.
The pickup must be pulled up to the road.
Greg, you come on the controls. Yeah.
Without disturbing the rock truck. Using two winch lines from the Mack, the pickup must be rolled onto its wheels. Then the chain to the rock truck removed before it can come up the bank.
Fault lines. Left and a right, left and a right.
Jamie will have his new operator work the controls.
Greg needs to be very careful about this and make sure that that pickup doesn't unhook itself and go all the way down the bank.
So just go ahead and pull, okay? Yeah. Take up the slack on the right one. Just got to do a little of each. Chicken, yeah.
very important that when I'm pulling, that I'm doing it in a gentle kind of manner. I don't want to rip this thing off.
Jamie's Chilean mechanic spots a problem.
Red Auto sees that Greg is pulling the wrong winch line, so really good to have him down there.
Let the top one go a bit. Okay, stop everything you're doing.
With the max lines holding the weight,
Uncouple.
Renato unhooks the chain from the rock truck.
It's really good.
Free to roll.
So go ahead and just pull now.
Greg lands the pickup.
Good, beauty. And just keep pulling.
And inches it up the slope.
That's coming. Give me a little more.
Oh, look at that.
There's a big tree stuck on the arena.
One last hurdle is removed.
And take that one off.
And the battered pickup
Why don't you take it ahead now?
is back from the brink.
Let's go nice and slow. Okay. You want to drag that up and off to the right somewhere? Okay.
Greg is a really steady Eddie guy. He's thinking about every move he makes.
Perfect.
But still hanging on the edge
So what do you think the weight is on that?
About 45.
45?
is the massive industrial machine.
This unit weighs 45,000 pounds. There's probably that weight again just in the resistance, the steep angle. We're dealing with probably a 90,000 pound pull.
What do we got to hook to the front?
Jamie turns to the owner
The guys will flip it and probably drag it to the bank.
to work his excavator into the recovery.
And then maybe if we got you on the box to kind of like swivel with me.
Two heavy wreckers and the excavator must work together to execute Jamie's plan.
As close to the digger as he can get, right here, in the same angle as the digger.
Takes big iron to handle big iron. The General's been our heavy hitter for a long, long time. And the Mac's here helping us along with this job.
With the General and the excavator anchoring the wreck, two lines from the Mac will pull on the rock truck's dump box to carefully roll it back onto its wheels.
So we need to rig it up so that you're on it, but you can disconnect and you can let the digger do the work after. Okay.
Greg and the crew work fast to rig to the dump box.
The rock truck is hanging by a thread.
Need more line?
Just a small bit, yeah.
You gotta get it over top.
Yeah.
We gotta be very careful here. At any moment, the whole works could just go right over.
We're gonna put this cable over.
But as the last piece is hooked into place, Renato spots a problem. The box could open up.
The ram, the hydraulic.
When Greg begins to pull.
Jamie, when we start pulling it, are the rams gonna open?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Just good thinking. Caught something that I should have caught, but I didn't.
Hydraulic rams raise the dump up and down, so the box can open up away from the trailer's frame. To secure the box,
Throw you this chain.
Yeah.
Jamie's crew springs into action.
He could jump up the bank, this guy, before I could even pick the chain up.
If that box was to open up, that would throw everything out of balance.
With the box chained tight and final rigging in place,
All right, you're good.
Jamie extends an outrigger from the General.
This will keep this whole truck from going like this.
The General could probably take almost as much load as the excavator and the wrecker combined. But It's going to take all the equipment here to get this thing up.
I'm on the front with the general, right? Okay, let's go.
Ready for the pull.
We're going to need every inch and every pound of power we have to get it up.
Once again,
You just go ahead and start winching.
Yeah.
Jamie puts Greg on the Mac
Okay.
and on the front line of the battle.
This is going to be a little bit difficult. I'm kind of feeling a little bit of pressure.
Give her.
If something goes wrong, it could lead to the demise of the whole job here.
Hey, Greg. Slowly, hey.
In BC's Fraser Canyon, 1,000 feet above Spuzum Creek,
Hey, Greg. Okay, go.
a heavy machine clinging to a slope
Slowly, hey. Okay.
is in the hands of Jamie's crew,
Keep pulling.
with the general and an excavator holding on.
Left one a bit. Left.
Greg works the Mac,
The only thing holding that thing up was the tree.
and guided by Jamie, gently rolls the truck's dump box
Let this one down.
back onto its wheels.
Just expect a little shock load, right? Okay.
This thing is balancing. We don't want it to go over.
Slowly,
A little bit more.
the rock truck is fully upright,
Okay, you're good.
but still on a 40-degree angle,
Okay, stop for a minute. Stop.
managing 3 machines.
Our lines are going slack now.
Jamie puts mechanic Renato on the 45-ton General
See, he's already pulling it.
to winch up the front end.
I know that he knows the machinery and he understands what's going on.
Yeah.
Jamie es muy buen profesor y de estar con el mejor, no hay experiencia superior a esa.
Ready?
Now, 3 mismatched machines
Okay, going up.
must pull together at just the right time.
Everybody needs to be really paying attention at this point. This is the hardest part of the recovery.
Whoa. He just needs a second to catch up with you. Those things are 500 to 1 reduction, so.
The Mac is hydraulic, the excavator's hydraulic. They're more modern equipment. The old General, it's a gear reduction, old school mechanical wrecker, and that makes it slow, but it's powerful.
Turn the throttle up a bit.
Renato and the General have caught up,
Rick, keep pulling.
but Jamie's crew has reached the toughest stage of the recovery.
Bringing something up to the edge of the roadway is difficult. Your gear's going to be working harder, the winch lines.
A little bit of an act to keep the lines even.
We need to keep in sync. We need to keep the right tension on our lines. It can be kind of tricky.
The 45,000-pound truck is far from out of the woods.
Boom up. It's coming.
We're pushing everything to the max here. I mean, we could have metal fatigue. We could tear a wrecker off.
Are you feeling any more load?
The wheels on the right-hand side are actually elevated, so all the weight is on the
Then
lines
you
right
should
now.
be letting it loose a bit.
Let loose a bit, yeah.
And it's a stressful situation.
Go down. Okay, your other one a little bit.
As the wreck crawls towards the road,
Hold on a minute here, hold on.
the General is under heavy strain,
You're powering out?
and its spades are sinking into the road.
Getting pretty heavy here.
The General's loaded right up.
I'm a little worried about this.
If something goes wrong here, I don't want Renato at the controls when it happens.
Let me in here, okay, for a minute.
Sensing trouble,
Okay, stand back.
Jamie steps in.
Be careful, there's lots of weight.
We're right at peak capacity. This is an intense, critical moment right now. It's not the time to make a mistake.
Getting pretty heavy here.
25 miles north of Hope.
I'm a little worried about this.
On the edge of a mountain road, the rock truck rescue
We're almost there.
has reached a critical stage.
The hardest part of the recovery is always when you reach the crest.
The 23-ton machine is just 10 feet from the road.
It is the most critical time. You're putting more force than you have in the whole job right then and there.
Give me a little more.
But even Jamie's 45-ton workhorse,
something's wrong,
is nearly maxed out.
The general's under a lot of pressure, and there's this loud bang.
The unnerving sound.
That noise would scare even the toughest of tough.
Has Jamie looking for answers.
What about the brakes? Do you think those brakes are off?
The rock truck's owner leaves his excavator to investigate.
I know something's up here because the pull's really hard. I don't see the wheels turning.
He's gonna take the brakes off.
Let's try to get the resistance down. We'll all have an easier pull of this thing.
Brakes released.
We need the digger.
Jamie alters his plan.
Why don't we do this? Remaneuver you.
Yep.
If you could get in here and just give us a little pull up.
Yep.
He'll add more leverage to the pull.
We need all the help we can get. We're going to use the excavator now to get onto the front end with us. Excavators are very powerful machines. They're very maneuverable. It's almost like having a rotator there.
The excavator's link to the rock truck
Just unhook the chain and put it here for a minute.
is removed, and the digger repositioned.
Take that in, put it in that ring in the box, and then let him remaneuver.
To help tip the recovery in their favor,
Oh, hang on, he might do that.
the rock truck's owner has an idea. Use the bucket
Okay.
to stabilize the wreck.
Let's get this out of the way then, okay?
I wouldn't have thought to put the bucket inside the box like that. It's pretty evident that he knows what he's doing.
Everything is in place
Stage that we're gonna have to start letting it out.
for the final pull. The general and the excavator will guide the wreck up the bank, while the Mac releases tension to the box to bring the rock truck up to the road. After some final advice,
Do the winches. Winch.
Renato is back at the controls of the general, and Jamie's team is ready to go for broke.
This is where we're going to make it or break it.
Okay, let's go. A little more. Yep.
When you're working with multiple machines, there has to be a lead coordinator.
He's just a little slower, that's all.
It's a bit of an orchestra.
Now tighten it up.
You got to watch all the other players and to understand the melody.
Let yours off. That's good.
Everybody's watching one another, try and prevent this from turning back over and going down the bank.
Just till the end of the cable.
But as the rock truck reaches the road,
We're out of room now, we gotta reposition.
it's a tight squeeze.
Can you hold it there a bit?
Now, to let Jamie reposition the general,
He's got it, just let it go.
the excavator has the entire load.
Guy's a good operator. I trust him. This is the only way to do this.
Can you get her there? Is it good? I got her.
It's a big excavator, but at the same time, the rock truck is heavy.
Go down, boom down.
Renato loosens the general's winch lines, and the digger maintains its grip on the wreck.
He's holding on to the rock truck so it doesn't end up 1,000 feet down. This is a pretty intense situation here, really.
Hey, hey!
Watch out, Dan.
Now tighten it up. Just till the end of the cable.
In the Fraser Canyon,
Can you hold it there a bit?
I got her.
Jamie's recruited an excavator
Okay, just hold.
to keep a rock truck from tumbling into a creek below.
On this recovery, that excavator's my best friend.
The machine's owner must hold it in place
He's got it.
to let Jamie make his next move.
Just let it go.
Renato loosens the General's winch lines.
Whoa.
It's a bit unnerving to see that lurch back.
We're lucky.
Bit of a cool hand Luke on the digger.
We're out of room now. We got to reposition.
For the last step, the General must be moved to bring the industrial wreck up to the road.
Hey, hold it. I'll reach the back of the box and hold it.
Okay, just hold it.
And once again, the excavator comes in handy, grabbing the back end of the trailer box
That's pretty crazy.
and the full weight of the rock truck.
I've never seen anything like that before. But it was pretty amazing.
You down now, yeah. You good?
Yeah.
With the wreck hanging in the balance,
Okay.
Jamie repositions the General.
Just need to get this back end up on the road.
Okay, pull. Winch her up. Keep going. Give her. We're almost there. There we go.
The articulating rock truck
Good job.
is back on safe ground.
Fantastic stuff.
But after surviving a near disaster,
Does the gauge work?
one question remains.
The thing is running. You know, it's a relief.
We could probably unhook then.
We can unhook it.
And you could drive it. That wasn't too bad, eh?
Oh, it's really good. I'm just glad it's not in the creek.
Yeah.
This job went really well. We did it. We got everything up.
Jamie's crew
You guys could just freewheel it and undo it.
All right, that's this.
get ready to roll out. And the crystal waters of Spuzzum Creek are spared.
Machine's out. There's no damage done.
Greg did fantastic on this job.
Pretty happy.
Toronto was right up there with the rest of us getting it done. It takes a team effort to make these kind of jobs happen,
You did a good job, buddy.
and they did it. We haven't had one this big for a while, and they're gonna walk back with a little swagger in our step.
I enjoy a good recovery job.
Perfect.
How's you looking, man, at the cam loose? Anyone?
125 miles northeast,
Yeah, flash froze up here again.
and a 3,000-foot climb in elevation.
Keep an eye out for black ice.
The early spring cycle of thaw and freeze is affecting drivers on the northern end of the Coke.
There's an accident there,
30 miles north of Merritt,
and the cops and the ambulance just slowed down.
a pair of vehicles have gone off the road and are now on opposite sides of the highway.
It's affecting traffic in both directions, east and west.
A very common spot for weather to change rapidly.
Reliable Towing's James Luke joins a recovery in progress.
Hopefully they're okay. Once the snow fell, There was a bit of freezing rain and it flash froze, and everything was just a complete skating rink.
Already on scene
You just want the one?
Yeah, we'll just use mine.
is operator Scott Benny.
If you're not paying attention, it can get bad fast.
Scott and James work quickly.
Okay.
But as they roll the pickup,
You see your backpack anywhere?
a sobering object is spotted inside.
There's kids in here?
You're okay.
Thank God. When we deal with accidents involving kids, it's just not a good sight. But they're all gonna be okay.
Well, they're wearing their seatbelts because they're all stretched out and locked into place.
Hits me hard when there's kids involved.
Especially young ones.
Yeah, very lucky.
Single lane right now.
Now, working next to the live lanes,
Just watch yourself.
the reliable crew is in harm's way.
Tractors are flying by way too fast. So every minute we're out here is higher chance of being ran into.
James tows the pickup out of the median.
I'll go check on the other person down there.
And Scott
I'll go get my truck.
walks back to retrieve his deck truck as traffic blows by.
I don't know what part of, like, flashing lights that some people don't understand.
James starts to recover the second vehicle.
I don't feel like getting run over today.
While Scott moves his truck to load the pickup.
I parked my deck truck way back to give us a buffer because people see the truck before they even see us.
Now, his only safeguard is a row of pylons.
The pylons don't always work.
It's a race to load the wreck
Slow down and move over.
and get off the highway.
I want to get out of here fast before I become a victim.
Scott's last task
I'm just gonna go grab the cones. Get out of here.
is to collect his pylons.
I don't have a buffer zone. I've got nothing.
But as he makes his move, north of Merritt, BC,
They gotta slow down.
traffic speeds through reliable towing's recovery zone.
Oh, some people.
When just down the road, operator Scott Benny has a close call.
What are you thinking?
He ran over him.
You come straight at me with a vehicle? What's my life out there?
I was gonna have to go jump in the ditch.
He had a pretty close call, too close for comfort.
It happens to us all the time. We're out there trying to help people, and people just don't care.
People just don't understand. Slow down, move over. Tow truck.
Slow down, move over. That means go 70 and give us room to work.
I'm out of here before I get hit.
Scott leaves the scene. And James finishes hooking up the last wreck.
All right, let's get out of here.
We have to deal with this on a day-to-day basis. Anytime I leave the house, I always worry about if I'm gonna make it home.
One hour later, at the reliable yard.
I gotta get this truck back up and rolling.
Scott's close call.
Son of a bitch.
brings back painful memories. An incident 5 years ago that still haunts James.
I was involved in an accident and it almost took my life. It was a routine call at the bottom of Larson Hill. I had my best friend Mark with me.
James was standing outside his truck beside a customer's car when it happened.
I witnessed a bus slam into the back of my tow truck where my friend, my best friend, was sitting.
A bus hit at high speed and kept going.
My last thought just ran through my head that if this was the end, I didn't want to see it. So I turned my back and a big section of the front of the bus had actually hit me.
Miraculously, James survived and managed to walk back to his tow truck, to his friend.
I opened the door and he fell out into my arms.
James' best friend survived, but both were seriously injured.
All because someone didn't slow down, move over, and was too busy on their phone.
It was 1.5 years before James could return to work. Today, holding a token from the moment that nearly took his life, the physical injuries have long healed. But for James, the mental pain is never far away.
Our lives are put on the line every moment that we step out of our truck onto the highway.
In hope, at the end of a long first winter,
Vamos, amigo.
it's a special day for Jamie's Irish operator.
Get away from the yard, get away from work for a while, do something fun.
Greg, along with Renato, are about to see the Coke like never before.
Everybody's just buzzing. Renato's smile from ear to ear. I'm lucky enough to be sitting in the front seat. Got the best view. Got this bubble window, you know, kind of crazy.
We're all from, you know, Ireland, France, Chile. I think everybody's excited. Huh?
Yep.
All right.
You got a good. All right, you guys are all set? Yeah.
Since these guys have been here, they've all been hammered down and on the highway and doing job after job after job. They deserve a break like this.
It's like a perfect day for it, you know, it's clear blue skies, sun is shining. The views are absolutely amazing. See all the way down to Fraser Valley. I can see the Coke, I can see Hope, I can see the yard. Like nothing I would see back home. It's just a great experience.
Next time on Highway Thru Hell.
Oh my word.
A rush hour crash.
Big mess everywhere.
Springs two teams into action.
Watch out!
A lost trailer
I have a craving for French fries.
is a tight challenge.
Watch yourself.
For Dylan and Cam. And Jamie
Hello.
tempts a familiar face
Lowrider Pete sitting there waiting with your name on it.
with a new addition.
It's beautiful.